We all have a story, we all have a tale. Well, there's a place I've come to know well, led by a man named Sty. He's full of stories, he is quite a guy. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy. If you're feeling lonely, come and make a friend. If you need a story, on Sty you can depend. His voice is soothing like a lullaby. Sometimes he brings a tear to my eye. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite a guy.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome around the campfire. As always, there's lots of room. Lots of room. We'll just move people around if we have to and just pack them all in here. Plenty of firewood for the fire, too. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking. We've got quite a group of folks hanging out already, chatting over here in the chat. I'm going to list off who we got over here. And I hope, there we go. We've got Aiden here. We got Crazy Ann. We got Eric Pollock. We got Everything Spicy. We got Jerry Karolchuk. I'm sorry, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, it's great to see you. And we got Saucy Shane. Awesome, you guys. Glad you're all here. We got Can Vandal, a new listener. Haha, cool. You're more than welcome here. Yep. And the more the merrier. The more the merrier, guys. If you think of it, guys, if you got a moment, share it out. Get your friends to come on over. Yep. It looks tonight like I've got a bunch of shy ones tonight, except for Phil. Now Everything Spicy and he popped up before the stream, and we got to chat for a few minutes, and he was at work, and he goes, I can leave. I'm going to have to get going. I said, run, man, run, get out. So he's behind the wheel. He's on his way home right now. He's going to go home and have himself some supper, and then I'm sure we'll see him later. We'll see him a little later on. It's great to see you, Jerry. Thanks for being here, really. Yeah. Arcade, great to see you. Next week, this old boy's going to be around the real thing. I'm going to be sitting out at a real campfire next week. the thing about next week is I won't be, yeah, computer chick. You said that earlier. You should be out camping now. I wish I could have. I wish I could be. I really wish I could be. Um, I'm pounding that. Um, yeah, next week's the 4th of July. But what the plans are for next week is okay, I'm going to be camping Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, heading home on Saturday. I'm getting out of there for the 4th of July. I'm not going to stay there on the 4th of July and over the weekend. But I will be there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night because I'm meeting up with Adventures from the Heartland. They're coming up to this neck of the woods on vacation, and they want to spend 2 nights camping with me. So we're going to try to squeeze in at Black Lake and get a couple of campsites adjacent to each other. Can't reserve any. All of the reservable sites are gone. Any of the rest of the sites, it's first come, first serve. That's why I'm heading in the middle of the week. I'll head down there on Wednesday, right smack in the middle of the work week. And most folks, there's sites that can be reserved on Wednesday. There's quite a few available ones. But the first come, first serve sites, those usually are the last to go. And in the middle of the week, I'll be able to lock us in a couple of sites. Then we'll be good until we get out of there on Saturday morning. If we decide not to come out, we won't have to because we're in non-reserve sites. We can stay as long as we wish. So it all depends on when Adventures in the Heartland want to hit the road. So depends on how behaved they are in the campground if we end up staying an extra day or not. So, but yes, see, and the thing is like computer chick, she's been hounding me. Sty, you should be out there. You should be out camping. What are you doing? You know, the thing is my trailer is not ready, but boy, is it close. It's close. I was over there working on that bugger today, and you'll see me stretching and stuff tonight because I tell you what, my old right arm's really hurting and the shoulder and my neck. I'm putting that topper on top of my trailer, and I've got the bugger mounted. It's locked in place. It ain't moving nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. However, it's got to be all sealed now. That's a half a day project, sealing that topper up. Then all of the metal I cut out of the roof, I got to finish cutting out the edges. And I'm not quite sure because I'm going to be framing around the edges so that it's nice and clean. There's no sharp edges. So I'm going to probably wood frame around all of the edges. Well, I'm not going to be able to get that done if I want to do any camping. So I think I want to just cover the edges with camo duct tape to get me on the road because it's a cosmetic thing. It's not a structural thing. So, yeah, I think I can doctor it up. And be road ready without an issue for Wednesday. I still got a bit of work though. I got a little more I want to do on my kitchen counter. I've got, oh Lord, what else am I doing? I got to put my curtain rod up and come up with a curtain for my window. I've got, yeah, that's housekeeping, isn't it? But got to have a curtain in the window. I don't want to deal with peeping toms, or peeping bears even. There's something else. Oh, yeah, that's a major thing. I bought a spare tire mount that I'm mounting on the face of the trailer to mount my new spare tire. Hey, Smithies, Kentucky. Yes, I'm well. I'm well. I'm just stiff and sore, but it's a good stiff and sore. You know, when you get stiff and sore, and it's because you're doing a good project and you really got something done, don't hurt so bad. Don't hurt so bad. Hey, Lizzie Ann, good to see you, sweetie. Big hugs. Okay, Jerry. Hey, thanks for stopping in, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, the Hunt for Heat, Cindy and Bean. Good to see you, girls. Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of shy characters tonight. I don't have anybody in the basement. Sty's all alone around up here in front of the campfire. I'm the only one here to throw wood in the fire. The yeah, later, Jerry. The I tell a lot of people that hey, if I don't see you over at my place, I'll see you over at Phil's, or if Ann's doing something, we know where we'll run into each other, don't we? But yeah, my trailer is coming together pretty good. That spare tire mount and the spare tire, once I get that bugger on there, as far as structural and roadworthy, the trailer, well, I got to finish sealing the topper. At that point, there you go, Crazy Ann. That's cool. That's cool. But once those few little items are done, which be done within the next 3 days, trailer's ready to hit the road. Ready to hit the road. The yeah. So what's everybody been up to? What's everybody been up to? Well, I might as well kick this in while I'm at it. Next Thursday, I told you my schedule for camping next week: Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So next Thursday, there's not going to be a live around the campfire. So next Thursday, I'm hoping one of my dear friends will pick up that slot and have a stream that night for all you folks. And you can keep me in mind that I'm going to be out around the real thing. I'm going to be around the campfire. And I'm going to be around the campfire next Thursday night with if all goes well, with 4 YouTube friends. John and Jan from Adventures, and Travis and his wife from this Destination Great Lakes. They're all going to be there. Destination Great Lakes is the park, is the camp, the big campground. They're the hosts of that campground. So they will be there, and I'm hoping that I can get them to come over to the campsite and hang out and visit with me and John and Jan. There you go, Granny. Yeah, you know how to get here. You know how to get around the campfire from your porch. Yeah, Can Vandal. I've said it so many times in past streams, but all the best people come over here. I feel so privileged to have some of the best YouTube friends and followers. Just great folks come over. Nicholas says, I can't wait till next June. Yeah. The trailer is going to be pretty darn comfortable when I head out this next week to camp for the first time in it this year. But by the time we head for Montana, Nicholas, for those that don't know, Nicholas Green and I are planning on taking a month trip out to northwestern Montana. We're going to hang out in northwestern Montana for a while, and then we're going to head down, if all goes well, we're going to head down to West Yellowstone, and we're going to spend a little bit of time down in West Yellowstone, meeting up with another YouTuber down there, MT Woods Runner, if he ain't climbing a mountain. Oh, spicy. He says, see you soon. Yeah, you didn't have to do that, brother. I mean, yeah, thank you very much. I tell you what, any proceeds I get off of YouTube from this point forward all the way out to fall, that's what's supporting my outings all summer. And then some of it is going in a side fund for next year's travels. Because next year, if all goes well, I'll be moving out onto the road on a permanent basis. I'll be giving up my place here, and I'll have myself all set up in the adventure trailer, and I'll be traveling around the U.S. And yeah, Nicholas is he's all excited. That I don't blame him. I'm excited. I get to go back out to some of my old stomping grounds. I spent 4 years living in that spot, and hey, Donald Morris, great to see you, Donald. Yes. Yeah, it's beautiful country out there, northwestern Montana. Yeah, we'll be northwestern Montana. We'll probably end up in Idaho. I want to probably take them down to a couple of spots in the panhandle of Idaho, and yeah. Okay, Nick. Yeah. You know how to get here, pal. Yeah. Yeah, Nicholas is one that has a key to this Sty Shack, so he knows how to get to the panel. Yeah. I'll be a traveling man. You're right there, Cindy. Yeah. Hey, Trail Trash. Howdy, y'all. Right back at you. That's one thing. I wanted to follow my friends on YouTube panel done on the trailer before I ever took it out camping this summer. But it ain't happening before this first camp. That I'm not going to have time to get, because by the time I get my stickers ordered and everything, get the lettering, it won't be enough time to have it prepped and done. So I'll do after I get home from this trip. Nick says, I can't believe we're traveling for only a month. Well, it all depends on how things work out for me, Nick. If I got all of my local things wrapped up and I'm actually moved out of here, then who knows? Who knows? We might be out on the road a little longer. Oh, I'll tell you what, Nick. My trailer, it worked good for the trip. There's a couple other add-ons I haven't told anybody about yet, I'm going to wait until I'm done with them and then show them off. That trailer will be very adequate for the both of us, I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Yeah, we'll both be mighty comfy. I got it figured out, pal. We were talking. I told him, I said, heck, Nick, he can take the bunk in the trailer. I'll throw a tent up outside. And then the light came on. I'm thinking, I don't even have to do that because I've got my pickup box tent that pops right up on the box of my pickup truck, man. I throw a nice air mattress in there, and I sleep like a baby in there. So there's plenty of room. But I've got another project I'm doing with the trailer before next spring that makes it even better. It's an add-on in a sense to the adventure trailer, and the add-on's a bedroom. So I don't want to give you too much. It'll be a spoiler. Computer Chick saying, when traveling, make sure you have a mobile hotspot just in case. I'm going to be using my phone as a hotspot so that I can go live and be able to upload videos on a regular basis. And otherwise, I will have a spot with me if I'm in a zone that if there's any kind of emergency or anything, I can hit the panic button on it and it sends out an SOS satellite. So they're good anywhere in the world in the backcountry. So, yeah, I got to do that for my family's sake. Yeah. Hey, Blake, buddy. Heck, I'll put it on. Took it off again because, of course, I had to shower when I got home working on that trailer. I was a filthy pig when I come in. There we go. Only take that bugger off to sleep in the shower. Computer Chick, I worry about my Sty. Hey, Computer Chick, I will definitely get down your way too, you know. You can count on it. You can count on it. Do we have a grizzly turret on deck? You don't have to worry. I lived out there for 4 years, and 2 of those, the equivalency to 2 full years, I spent in the backcountry and never had a grizzly in camp. Never once. Never once. Hey, Chuck. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. And I was right smack in the middle of grizzly country, but they never bothered our camps. Never. I ran into grizzlies out on their turf, but they never bothered us. They never come into camp. Black bears, we had a few black bears, just like I do up here in northern Wisconsin. They like coming around, nosing around. Hey, Native Grammy, good to see ya. Hey, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. VGG is here. There we go. We got Get Her Done Granny in the basement. We're not going to leave her in the basement. Catch cold down there. There she is.
Hey,
girl.
Well,
Yeah, Grammy, I'm doing real well. Real well. I'm excited about getting out, finally getting to camp. Yeah. Teresa, sweetie, good to see ya. Yeah. So what did you do today?
I've been taking apart pallets and getting all the nails out.
Oh my gosh,
And
girl!
my back is killing me.
I
It's
bet
like
you.
I
Aren't
got
they
to,
a bitch to pull nails out of? I tell
yeah,
you, you can pull a nail out of a wall somewhere, and it ain't nothing. Boy, you start trying to pull nails out of pallets, and
yep,
each nail's about 3 times harder to pull than a standard nail, and you've got at least 6 times as many nails as you'd ever find in any other board.
well, I'm
You know?
getting better at it after I've done it all day yesterday and I've done it all day today. Now I'm getting real slick with it. I've got my crowbar
Yeah.
and I'm using it and it's going pretty fast.
I had a guy, I took a big long cat's paw crowbar, the flat ones,
Yeah,
and I had a nice long one. It was about 18 inches long. That was still a lot for levering. And I, I'm so damn lazy. And I started thinking, I had this piece of box steel, 1 inch box steel, and I
mm-hmm.
went over to my buddy's place and I said, "Can you tack weld that to this crowbar?"
Hey, there you go.
And he goes, "Sure, I can. How long you want it?" And I said, "I want the whole thing to be about 30 inches long." And he did.
Yep,
And boy, that helped for pulling them pallets.
yep. The leverage is what helps getting that
That's
extra
it.
leverage.
And a good crowbar that's got a good V in it
Yep,
that won't pop the head of the nail.
yep.
Because if you use a bad claw hammer, it just rolls the heads over on the nails.
Yeah, I know. I hate that. But
Yeah,
actually, I have a good claw hammer because if the heads do happen to pop, because some of them is cheap, my claw hammer will take it out without a head on it. All I got
oh,
to do
that's
is
good.
tap it on there a little bit, and it grabs that nail, and I can just pull it right out. Then.
That's a good hammer then. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Samantha Lee, you poor girl, you had to catch the Sty in the Eye ad before you came up. Damn them, damn them. I don't know how many times I've gone on there and said, this ad is inappropriate for this channel. And it'll be fine for 3-4 weeks. And then somebody says, I just had to watch the Sty in the Eye commercial before your stream. Oh, YouTube, you buggers.
Sty North commercial, I swear.
Well, and the worst part about that commercial is that if you actually start watching it, it's not too far into it. It says, "We'll show you how to get rid of styes so easily, and they'll never come back." What? You're
That's
gonna show
terrible.
people how to get rid of me, and I'll never come back? What the?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Teresa, enjoying your day off? Wow.
Hey,
Cool.
Teresa.
The the Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. We just get the pallet boards, pre-pallet. Oh, before they're built. It's it shocks me that you said you were doing that today, Granny, because my kid, my youngest boy, come home from work yesterday afternoon while I was over there working on the trailer, and he says, "You need some really nice hardwood 1x4s," and I said, "Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I need a couple of good chunks, about 8 inches long each." And I said, we got some pine around here, but I want hardwood. And he goes, "I got just thing for you. It's in my truck. I'll show you." And he comes dragging this pallet that's not very big, but he's dragging it. He ain't carrying it. And I go, "Quit dragging that in the grass." And he goes, "You pick the damn thing up." Well, it weighs about 60 pounds. It's solid oak.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
solid oak, and the two outside rails are 4x4 oak.
Mm-hmm.
And with a 2x4 oak down the center, and then 1x4 oak rails, at the top.
Wow. Wonder what those pallets was for.
He said that a big compressor or something came on it, a big piece of machinery, heavy machinery,
Yep.
that probably would have crushed a pine pallet. So it was built for holding a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And it's so clean. I got my crowbar in there. I couldn't even get them boards to come out. I couldn't get the nails to come up out of those 4x4s for nothing. But I wanted my couple of pieces. My kid come running out there because he heard the saw. He says, "Oh, you got a couple boards off." And he walked around the corner. He sees me, and I took my skill saw and I sawed right down beside the 4x4s. And so all I got is the 2x4 to pry off of it. I sawed right up to it. So the 4x4's got all these little 1x4 blocks sitting on across the tops of them. I said, now if you want to use those 4x4s, have at it. Go ahead and pry those blocks off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make a duck coop, I guess you call it. I don't know, a duck pen. And it's going to take a bit of wood. So I'm trying to figure, how I can do this without it costing me a fortune.
Exactly. I built 2 really huge firewood corrals out of nothing but pallets.
Yeah.
And each one of them would hold, well, the one at my place held 12 cord, and the one at the other cottage, that held 16 cord of wood stacked in it, and all made out of pallets. Didn't cost me a dime.
Yep. Well, I got a bunch of 2x4s where I got them out of the construction dumpster at a store in a mall. And I had to pull the tails out of all those, but I got a whole lot of them, and they're 8 foot long. So,
yeah,
I'm getting there.
Oh yeah, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. That's what the porch at my original Sty Shack was built out of, were pallets. That what I did was I ripped apart. I think I used a total of 12 pallets to build the porch floor, and I only needed to use 5 other pallets, and I popped all the boards off of those, and then I ripped them and just set them in between the boards of all the other pallets to make solid wood floors. Why take the pallets apart? Just fill the gaps with wood, and you got a solid floor.
Yeah.
That's really good.
If I could pick them up and hold them and get them together, but it's kind of hard to do at my age with not much help.
That's it.
I'd have to have 2 extra hands coming off my body to be able to do all that.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, I would love to do that. I thought about it, actually. There's another one.
How to get get rid of Sty North when I came in here. Yeah. Samantha got that same stupid commercial. Doggone it. Yeah, but if I use your channel name, then anybody in here that doesn't know you, it just helps. It helps. I love using people's personal names, but I want to use their channel names because it helps to promote them. And they say, well, I don't need to be promoted. Well, you don't make that choice for me. Hey, scrapping together. Good to see ya. Good to see ya.
Hey, scrapping together.
Yeah, that's another thing I got to get done. Depends on the weather tomorrow. If it's storming in the morning, I'll get my YouTube stuff caught up. I got a t-shirt and hoodie design I got to finish and have them there, so that because I've got channel members that reached their 3rd month, so they'll be getting some Mercs, and I've got 2 special designs I'm going to, well, it's the same type of design on both, a T-shirt or the hoodie, whichever one they qualify for, but I got to get it definitely complete so that I can purchase off of those. Say, yeah, they look okay to me.
Yeah.
But they're different than my standard Mercs. They're basically the same, but people will know that you're a member.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to get that done. It's just trail trash throwing up the tent fire and compass. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Teespring. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get a pen built because I can't go camping or nothing if I can't, because to be able to somebody to take care of the ducks easy, I got to have it easy access to them.
Yeah. 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 Hey, Teresa, throwing those same emojis up. There you go. That's, yeah. Camping. Love it. Crazy head throwing all the emojis up there.
Yeah. There's a perk to having ducks outside feeding them. You got deer coming around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I saw some big old deer tracks out on the ground today when I was down there.
Yeah, scrapping together. I know how that is. I've been down that road myself. Hey, Blake. Yeah. Oh, camping, kayaking, campfires.
Okay.
Yeah, Blake. Yeah. You guys can. Yeah, you did a good job, Blake. Yeah. You guys can rub camping in all you want now, because Sty's not jonesing so bad anymore, because I know come Wednesday, I'm in that truck hauling the adventure trailer on its maiden voyage for 2020.
Oh, that's so great.
With a bunch of fresh upgrades. So, did I get a deal today, man? Oh, gosh. Okay. So, I needed a new spare tire for my trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't have a spare for it, in fact. Didn't even have one. Well, the tires on it are new last year. They're brand new. But even a new tire can pick a nail up or something, So I had to get a spare, and I was so concerned. Where am I going to stick that spare? I don't know where the heck to put it. It's just a small trailer, and I want to live in it. I don't want to live with a tire.
Right.
And I didn't want it in the box of my truck. I want the box of my truck generally empty. So I got to looking around, and online I found a spare tire mount that you would put on a trailer. But you mount it to the trailer frame going out to the hitch.
Okay.
Well, my frame is short, so there's no space to mount that between the trailer and the hitch without risking hitting it with the bumper of the truck when I'm taking a tight turn.
Yeah.
So I got to looking at the thing, and I thought, ooh, I'll mount it on the face of the trailer, on the actual trailer itself, mounted on the face.
Mm-hmm.
Measured everything out. Oh, yeah, if I can get it mounted on there, it'll be perfect. So I bought this mount, and it's going to work great. And I can bolt it right to the wall of the trailer. It's going to have plenty of support.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed the tire. So I'm shopping all around. I looked at Walmart, and that was a waste of time. But so I got online, and I found the tire I wanted, because Now I can't remember the brand of the tire, but it's the same ply. It's radial. It matches. It's the exact. It looks like the exact same tires that are on it. Well, I got to buy a rim, right?
Right.
Well, the cost of the tire that I wanted and a rim for it was going to it was going to cost me $186.
Ooh.
So you might as well say $190. And so I thought, and that's the cheapest I could find for that tire. And this morning, I mean, I was right at the go ahead, just click it. It's in the cart. Click it, say yes, buy it. It'll be here in 2 days. Well, then I thought, well, I'll wait till this evening before I go live. Then I'll do it. You know, maybe there's a couple other things I'll want to order. Well, when I headed to work on the trailer today, I stopped. I had to get a couple things at the local farm and fleet store, and I went in there, and I was back in their automotive section, and they had a stack of tires there with white trailer rims. And I looked and I go, oh, they're 5-hole. Oh, they're 4.5 inch. They fit my trailer. I looked at the tire site. And I'm looking at the tire and I'm going, that's the one I was just looking at online.
Oh.
It's the same radial, same manufacturer. It's the same tire. It had a sticker for $129 on it.
Oh, wow.
Boy, I grabbed a cart, tossed that tire in the cart. I'm all thrilled. And I thought, boy, I got that for, $50 less, more than $50 less than I was going to pay for it. So I was thrilled. So I grabbed a couple extra things. Get up to the checkout and they're ringing everything up. And then she scans the tire and she goes, well, that can't be right. And I go, they're on sale. There's a whole stack of them back there. They're $129. And she goes, she turns her screen. She says, that's not what this says. I thought, oh God, what's it say? $200. I looked, $89.
Whoa.
I go, yeah, there's something wrong. So she called someone from the automotive department to come up there and explain to her what to do. And while she's waiting on this guy, she grabbed one of their little sales flyers that just went out today. And she opened it up, she's looking at it, and she goes, oh my gosh. And she takes it and she's typing this number in, and it comes up. And she goes, well, we're all set. And I go, what do you mean we're all set? She said, no, that's what you get it for is $89. She's turned that flyer around. She says, they just went on sale today for $89.
Wow, that is so cool.
So I saved $100 on that bloody tire. You can't. And so this evening before the stream, I looked it up just to buy the tire itself. Those tires are $80.
Wow.
Just the tire, just the rubber. And so, yeah, I walked out of there just happy. I got a brand new rim and tire. Yeah. It is very cool. I was thrilled. I mean, to save that much money, it's to save $100 stinking dollars. Yeah.
That is really, I love it when something like that happens.
Yeah. And I agreed with the cashier. That's wrong. No, it's $129 because that's got to be the sale price of $129. And
yep,
when she found, and I told her, boy, I praised her to no end for looking in that flyer and confirming that, yeah, I should have bought two and sold one. Yeah, I probably should have. The problem is in my neck of the woods up here, locals, I don't know how many interested parties I'd have. So, and I wouldn't want to have to ship something like that to somebody. just saving $100 was, I mean, that was good enough,
Yeah.
But if I would have bought a second one, yeah, I could have sold it for probably $150,
Oh yeah.
and actually made $50. But yeah, that made my day. That made the rest of the day seem pretty good. I mean,
Oh, it did.
sitting there watching my budget and going, I gotta have that. Well, okay, the budget can handle that. And then I want that. And I'm going, yeah, but the budget's kind of no. So the budget is going to meet all of the needs, no ifs, ands, or buts. I just have to behave myself on some of the wants.
Yep.
But I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable, because last year I hauled that trailer down some of the nastiest roads and trails. Oh, wow. Hey, Mike's World. He wants to know how far you are from Interstate 81.
I think it's a pretty good distance because I'm kind of over in the lower middle of the state. So it's way over, pretty good ways for me.
Oh, I'll never forget the first time I come into West Virginia, and I come in on the west end, and I'm heading east. And the farther east you go, the narrower the roads and the curvier they got. And then I got into the damn coal country, and I got my semi trailer hung up on a guardrail, and because and I'm hung up on the guardrail, and I got to back up to kind of realign, and I had to go way the hell over into the other lane, almost on the shoulder, and I still got the trailer hung up. Nobody told me that you shouldn't pull a 50-foot trailer through there with a long wheelbase.
There's a section going to Golly Bridge where the road is a kiss-your-ass curve, and the incline is so steep. Any tractor trailer that goes there gets hung up.
Mm-hmm.
Go that way, they never go that way again.
Yeah. I don't remember which road it was that I was on, but yeah, I would never travel that sucker with a tractor trailer again. But when I backed up, I'm not kidding. There was within inches just enough room for those coal trucks to get past me.
Oh,
vroom, vroom. And they're not even freaking slowing down, but they're pulling 26-foot, dump beds full of coal. They come zipping by. They don't slow down or stop for nothing. They just keep going. And they're just short enough that if they get on the yellow line, their trailer's about 8 or 10 inches from the guardrail going around, And I thought, man, those guys are nuts driving them trucks there. I mean, all day long driving off them curvy damn roads with a full, and they're full heavy loads of coal on them trucks, and I just like, oh my God, you guys. Yeah, but I loved it. I stopped in some little town, and it was a tiny little burg. It just had like a grocery store and a gas station, and there was a laundromat. And you could tell it was, a lot of old coal era housing, company housing and shit, where they built the shacks. They're all identical, and just a little burg, and it had a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And I was thrilled, man. I found a spot I could get my truck off the road, and I jumped out. I had to walk about a block back to the Dairy Queen. It was hot, miserable. I wanted a damn ice cream cone. And I'm standing in line. Well, it was shift change, right? And I never seen nothing so contrasting in my whole life as when all them miners were coming out of that frickin' mine. And what do? They head right for that damn Dairy Queen. And you got all these coal miners. I'm sitting at a picnic table, and I had gotten a sundae. I'm eating a sundae. And I'm looking at these coal miners, and they're holding these ice cream cones. And I never saw such a bright white in my life.
Yeah.
In contrast to those
Yep.
miners. And these guys, they got big old smiles. They're just chowing down those ice cream cones.
Yep.
And there was a pair of them that was chatting with me, asking me where I was from and shit. And they said, I had never seen anybody eat Dairy Queen ice cream cones as fast as you miners can chow one down. And he goes, well, for good reason. He says, you want to eat it quick. And I go, yeah, they're melt like hell. He said, no, I got nothing to do with melt. And he told the other guy, he says, go get yourself a cone. He says, here. And he flipped him a couple of bucks. Said, I'll pay for it. You got to show this guy what I'm talking about. So he goes and he comes back. He's got an ice cream cone. It's like a medium size. Oh, I'm going to pull Samantha up here quick. There's Sam. Hi, sweetie.
Howdy.
Good to see you.
Say hi for a second. Good to see you guys too.
But yet, so that guy comes back with his ice cream cone, and he's just, coal covered, and he's sitting there at the table, and we're talking. I said, oh, so you're a slow eater compared to them other guys. And he goes, no, watch this. And he licks the ice cream cone. Well, so what? And then he turns it. And I look at it. That's when I realized his ice cream cone had turned gray.
Yeah.
And when he licked it, all of a sudden the bright white of the ice cream showing. He says, you don't see it, but this air, he says, we're only 75 yards from the mine.
Yep.
He says, this air is just full of coal dust. He says, you eat your ice cream quick, man. And if you don't want to be swallowing nothing but coal dust, he says, you eat it quick. Oh my God. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, those fellas, talking to them, I was very impressed with them, and got, I got as much of a taste of coal mining as I'd ever want. I tell you, what a tough life.
My uncle was a coal miner, and I can remember him coming home and just sitting down, and he would just go out. He was so tired.
Yeah. The shifts they work are insane.
Had a chair covered for him to sit in when he come in.
Yeah.
And even when the man was clean, he always looked like he was wearing eyeliner.
Yep. Yeah. Permanent coal stain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I remember my aunt having to clean his ears out, pour peroxide in them, and get all that coal bubbled out of his ears.
Oh, yeah. I ran across a cricket camper today. Do you know anything about them? I was able to get inside it too. The owner was nice. Filmed the whole thing. I don't know anything about crickets, the campers, cricket campers. I do know somebody that had one, and I've never once heard them complain about it. That's all I really know. Hey, Hike with Mike, good to see ya. Out by the campfire right now. Oh, you little bugger. You're not going to upset me, because next week I'm going to be in front of that campfire. I got a full pickup box full of firewood, so I'll probably have campfire day and night. It's been months. If I'm not at the campfire, I'm going to be kayaking, or Adventures in the Heartland are bringing their boat, and they want to do a bunch of fishing. So this should be a good first camp this year. So
It sounds great.
It's been years since I've been camping. And I mean like tent and all that. You know what I mean? Like not,
yeah,
camper and stuff.
that
Like camping, yeah. It's been years.
Not glamping.
Yeah.
I've got, yeah. people have told me they've looked. Yeah, I got a few folks stop by while I'm working on a trailer, and they go, "Well, that's going to be a nice rustic camper and this and that." And I told them, I said, "No, this is glamping." And they go, "What?" They said, "Look at this thing. That's not glamping." I said, "For me, it is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the cold, hard ground in a tent, you know."
Mhm.
Yeah. And then they were looking. I got a table in my screen house with all the gear sitting on it, and they're looking. They're going. That one guy, he's going, "What are all of these?" And I go, "Tents." He goes, "God, man, how many tents you got?" I go, "Here, I think there's 5." I said, "And there's 3 more in the truck." He goes, "How big of camps do you have?" I said, "Well, I like having options, you know." Hey, Sherry Watson. Hello, hello.
Happy birthday to your daughter, Sherry.
See
Yep.
ya.
Birthday.
That's cool.
Wow. Wow, your daughter turned 40 today? Wow.
My grandma's birthday was yesterday.
Aw.
You know, wished her happy birthday on Facebook.
My 2 youngest ones, their birthdays are in July. Kind of weird. It's one on the 7th, one on the 14th. It was weird that the 2 of them were born a year apart and 7 days. 1
Yep.
year and 7 days apart.
Hey, Nick.
Oh yeah, NJ Lawn and Hedge Cutting. Good to see ya. B Wizzle, another channel member. Trying to keep track with some folks here. Yeah, Charles, you're saying sorry for the horrendous spelling tonight. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, you
That's
saw
me.
how I spelled your name. I spelled it Fix instead of Fox.
Hey, look at there, look at there, look at there. There he is. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I spelled it Fix instead of Fox.
Hey, look at there, look at there, look at there.
Oh, hold on a
There
minute.
he is. Hey. That's why we all stayed quiet so that you could fix shit, you know.
I'm a rookie. That's my first time.
Yeah,
Be careful.
never been on StreamYard before. Don't know what the
I've
hell
never
I'm
been
doing.
on YouTube, but it's all new to me.
It's all
Somebody threw me a link, and I said, "What is this?" I clicked it, and bam! I got a
yeah,
hot.
running water.
one
Your
Canadian-
siblings are the same age for 1 week.
Crazy.
Where you at, running water? In the country? Where you at? Oh, hike with Mike. Him and his brother were born on the same day, 7 days or 7 years apart. That is. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think you got many other folks out there that got the same situation going on there.
It's crazy.
Well, I can tell you what though, if we turn the clock back 9 months, we know what the favorite day of the year it was for your pop.
I bought another cup to add to my collection today.
Did you?
Yep.
Say what?
I bought me a Sty cup.
Did you?
Yep.
Well, thank you.
If I don't like it, I want my money back.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Teesprings, just I tell you.
Well, I really didn't pay attention to the cup till after I bought it, and then I saw your face on it. I was like, "Ah, what did I do?"
Just don't look at that side of the cup.
Yeah, I'll have to flip it around. I'm eating my dinner.
I got Crazy Ann. Oh, hey, that's what I had tonight.
Yeah, I haven't
I
shrimp.
had a
and-
half a pound of shrimp like that and cocktail sauce, but I had 2 big bacon cheddar ranch hamburgers.
Oh,
You got a clogged artery.
Local butcher here makes them, and I come home, cook them up. Oh my god! And then I saw the shrimp in the fridge, and I'm going, oh well, I got to eat the shrimp. They can't be left alone. So, hey, I got a cup once, Mike. I got Crazy Ann's cup, the one with her in the bathtub.
Look, Mike.
oh, that sucks when that happens.
I would personally.
And I contacted them 4 times about it. And what should I do? Nothing. They don't even respond. So they got me pissed off. So for the channels I don't have your cup, this is it.
All right.
If I don't have your cup for your channel, this is it. I spent $104
For
in
that cup?
3 days on cups, and I get this damn thing. I thought, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, that ticked me off.
I probably have $500 to $600 worth of YouTube cups.
Good
It's
Lord.
easy to do.
Wow.
It's easy to
But you know
do.
what? I bought one from Mo Homesteading, and they sent me one person I never even heard of, Tom somebody, with some stupid little saying on it. And then I ordered one about 6 months ago from Nerd in the North, right, Granny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of his cups. When him and Nikki Pink collabed together, they did a cup, like Nikki was on one side, Nerd in the North was on the other side. I got that one. And then right after that, I ordered just a Nerd in the North cup. I got it like 3 days ago. I went back and looked. It was 6 months ago. Like, what the hell? But see, Sty had cocktail sauce. I am having cocktail sauce. Emphasis on the. Oh, I forgot Crazy Annie up here.
Brush your teeth when you're done with them.
My fingers smell like my old girlfriend. I know, Sam. Exactly.
Ooh, should I ask? How
Sure,
old
sure.
was your girlfriend?
No, there.
Oh shit!
Smell
You
it?
said it was your old girlfriend. How old was she?
Yeah. It was years ago. Years ago.
I tell you what. I had the sweetest story. I actually thought this was going to work out real well. Hey, we got Phil coming up here, and then I'll tell you the story. There's
Oh,
Phil.
look at this.
I saw someone eating in the stream, so I thought maybe I'd be all right.
A shrimp fork. That's sophisticated.
Whoa.
Shrimp fork.
Shrimp fork.
Who the hell eats shrimp with a fork?
If you don't, your fingers smell like your ex-girlfriend.
Ooh. At least you said X.
Yeah. Many, many moons
No,
ago.
earlier he said old.
Old ex.
He said, my fingers smell like my old girlfriend. And I asked him, I said, well, how old was she, for crying out loud,
You know what's bad is I had a girlfriend that was 10 years older than me. I was 18. She was 28. I'm going to be 56, and she's going to be 66. She's a
That's
trainer.
not bad when you're 18.
She looks
you got
like
28
Phil
years.
now. Yeah, she looks like
It looks like Phil now.
Mhm. Terrible.
Oh, okay.
I knew there was something about you, Mike.
Same size boobies.
Okay, I got to tell you something about old girlfriends. I tell you, this girl from high school, oh, she was a dish, man. I actually, I mean, I had the fist fight just to keep her, I mean, every hound was after her, man. She was hot. She was really hot. And things just worked out where I wanted to move on. So we just went our separate ways. Now, mind you, this is like almost 50 years later. She finds me on Facebook. And I get this messenger message, from her. And I'm like, holy shit, that's almost 50 years ago. And she's going, we haven't seen each other in almost 50 years. She said, I'd really like to get together and visit and this. I thought, oh, that sounds cool, you know. And she said, you remember, she said, when we were just teenagers, you had bought a popsicle at the store and broke it in half, gave me half, and you had half. And your popsicle stick said one free popsicle, and you could take it to the store and they'd give you another popsicle. I said, oh, yeah, hell yeah, I remember that. I said, yeah, that popsicle, I was wearing half of it because I was staring down your shirt, you know. And she said, I still have that popsicle stick. I thought, oh, my God, I bet you she's hot as an older woman. I bet you she's hot as an older woman. And she loves me. She kept my popsicle stick, right? So I told her, she lives over in Minnesota, about 4.5, 5-hour drive from here. I said, let's meet up. So we made arrangements, and I went to meet her, right? We met at this restaurant, and she walked past me about 6 times, and I'm watching for this gal to come in. I figured some real classy senior lady, you know. She ain't showing up. I thought, God damn it, that's a long drive to be stood up. And then finally this gal that kept walking back and forth walks up, and she used my name, and she asked if I was that person, and I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, lie to her, say no. Oh my God. I wanted to tell her, you do not want to be standing in the middle of the street when 2 semis are coming together nose to nose. It really gives you a bad case of the uglies. Life had not been good to her looks. Oh my God. Oh, that was not the gal I knew. I was like, you know, I wanted to marry her at one point. Look what I would have had, man. Oh my God. Yep. And then we sat there and we had lunch together, and she's telling me about, oh, it was such a shame we broke up. We would have made the perfect couple, and on and on. And I'm sitting there and just nodding my head, eating, thinking, Jesus, you're going to make me puke right here at the table. It ain't no.
Oh, my God.
You know, I hate to say that, but, oh, yeah, I'm not kidding. She was so rough looking and nasty, and yeah, and then I asked her, I said, I understand your age, of course, but I said, you still raising horses? You still ride? Oh, yeah. And she started showing me pictures. She had this photo album with her, showing me pictures of her little ranch and the horses she's raising and stuff. I come that close to saying, how many times you got to get kicked in the face before you get out of that line of work, you know?
Chili's even laughing.
Asshole.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure though, if we would have hitched up when we were young, I'm sure she looked pretty good until she was probably in her 30s, and then things just went to hell for her or something. But yeah, that's scary to think. Yeah, if I would have hitched up with her, I was just the kind of guy. Heck, I stuck with a woman that generally looked pretty good right up until we got divorced 38 years later. But even if she got a bad case of the uglies, I'm just the kind of person where, well, yeah, if you still want me around, I'll stay, you know. And God, I would have had to have stayed with that. Ooh.
Well, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad if you'd have been with her. Maybe life would have been a little bit kinder to her.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
People tend to
Once
take
I
Or maybe it
sold
would have been
off
worse.
when
houses,
they're happy.
maybe I would end up looking as rough as her. I mean, I felt like I looked good when I saw her. I really did. I wanted to go to the bathroom just to look in the mirror and go, "Oh Jesus, look at this guy! God, I aged good." She looks like hell. Her damn beard's almost as long as mine. You know? Yeah,
You
she was
see
a
Ann's
rough one.
comment?
She was a rough one.
Ann said, "I've taken her spot. Now I can say whatever." Ann, I could never meet up to your standards.
That's right. Yeah.
But I can go like this.
Thanks, Ann.
Oh,
Hey, don't make me take my bra off now. Come on.
oh Freeman James.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law. Yeah, what's your excuse? Yeah.
What do you
Yeah. Yeah. Freeman James, listen to you talk. You've been ugly since the day I met you, and that was what, 50 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. James never changed. Yeah, he's lucky. He aged gracefully. He didn't get any uglier.
Ooh.
Sounds like somebody escaped off the chain gang and the hounds are after him in the background there.
That's Granny's sea lion. Roar, roar, roar. Feed him a fish. Here, give him a shrimp.
Out, Sty.
Give him a shrimp.
Shrimp. So
Shrimp.
what were you eating, Phil?
Shrimp sandwich, shrimp stew, shrimp on the Barbie. I was eating tacos.
Then Tuesday.
I know. With a
Tacos.
little Sigbin hot sauce on it.
Huh.
Nice. For some reason, his sauce is better than anybody else's I got here on tacos.
Is it?
Yeah. When we went on a cruise almost 3 years ago now, I took a bottle of his hot sauce with me on the cruise. And that's all I ate on my tacos there. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
It's Thursday, right? I'd lose track of the days sometimes. It's Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Okay. We had Sloppy Joe's yesterday. I don't know what I'm gonna have tonight.
I had leftover sloppy Joe last night.
Ooh.
There's still a little leftover sloppy Joe meat in there, but I ain't eating that tonight.
Yeah, we've got some leftovers too. My son never had Sloppy Joe's until yesterday, and he goes, "Ooh, these are my new favorite." I said, "Sure." Finally found something else he likes to eat.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Add
There
that
you
to the
go.
5 dinners he likes. Picky kid.
Well, I finally got lucky today. Look, I got a little tail. I'm on a roll.
On a roll.
I'm
Get
tired.
some butter.
I'm tired as well. I'm delirious.
Mm.
Running water ordered Chinese.
Yum.
People that deliver food to truckers and truck stops. Yeah.
So they did that. I thought a lot lizard was all you needed at a truck stop.
That's right. Well, the lot lizard comes with a side dish.
Ew.
Ew.
But she's an extra $50.
Yeah, but she always gets
The
the
side
tip.
dish.
She always gets the tip though.
$50 seems pretty expensive for a lot lizard.
Yeah.
Shit.
Especially nowadays.
That's I ain't going down that road with you. I don't want you to think that, I have knowledge due to experience.
No, we would never think that of you, Sty.
Good.
Good.
Hey, Sterling Silver.
Come on, there are some nice young ladies that are lot lizards. They're just a few.
Why are you pointing to her?
Hey, if you're not on the panel, you can't participate. All right, camera's off. She gone.
Mm.
You're both left. See that?
The mask makes it impossible to count teeth. Might be overpaying. I'm running water.
All right. So let's try this little concoction.
That's bad running water. Well, before I say yes, can you give me a big smile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, I'll pass.
So here we have Oreo cookie, shrimp with some cocktail sauce on it.
Ew, you just runt that shrimp.
Right.
That guy ain't right. There's something wrong with him.
You should say run it.
You run
it.
You run
Ruined it.
It's not like something she said, but I understand.
All her words run together.
Mm-hmm. She's from West Virginia.
Okay.
My grits.
Okay, Flo. Wasn't that Flo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Mel's Diner or what was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I just saw Running Water's comment up there.
Yeah, after that Oreo challenge, you go ahead and keep doing that, Mike, because I'm not stacking my Oreos with garbage ever again.
Hell no.
No?
Yeah, poor Samantha.
Jeez.
I hate Oreos. I hate
I tell you though, I'm proud as hell of Samantha for the crap she put on hers. And I told her, we were chatting on Messenger. I told her, I said, just put a lot of odd things that you actually would like to eat. And then when she did hers, I'm going, what are you doing? No,
Yeah.
no.
Somebody should have told
None
me.
of that shit's any good. No.
Nope.
When they did the nasty sandwich challenge, I had a sandwich about this size. I had cupcakes. I had a spoiled hamburger in there. I had all kinds of crap in there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yours was pretty disgusting.
It was huge. I don't remember what I did for the Oreo. I don't remember what I put on it.
I had 21 different things down here that I wound up putting on my Oreos. I did 6 or whatever it was, but it was a combination. Not every one was the same, but I had 21 different things I wound up eating.
Yeah. Then I did the peanut butter and mayo sandwich.
Ugh.
But I added to
That's
that.
what he made me eat. Peanut butter mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
With buttermilk.
Miracle Whip. Sorry, Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip. With buttermilk.
Whip. The buttermilk was the worst freaking part.
Yeah.
I'd ate 2 sandwiches
he
and
wasn't
not have
having
to eat.
any trouble with after the first sip of buttermilk. Then after that, the sandwich was okay.
Yeah. I'd ate 3 of those damn sandwiches not to drink that thing of buttermilk.
Buttermilk's good.
Oh, God, I love the buttermilk.
My dad used to eat buttermilk and potatoes all the time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
All the time. And liver and onion.
I'm out of buttermilk right now. Damn it.
Good
There
thing.
we go. Gonna have to go to the store again tomorrow.
Good thing. They should stop making that shit.
Phil's boycotting the buttermilk.
Oh yeah. Buttermilk pancakes, good. Buttermilk biscuits, good. Buttermilk everything, good. Buttermilk in a glass, bad.
Hey, Phil,
Uh-huh.
drink your buttermilk.
Ow! Damn you. Such an abusive parent.
Oh, that was funny. I'll be right back. I'm at a cocktail talk.
And you know what? I could probably eat a Oreo that was dipped in buttermilk, but I couldn't drink a glass of it. Nope.
Oh. See, to me, a nice, tall, nice, icy cold glass of buttermilk in itself is a snack. No, Phil? No?
It would bring whatever snack I had in my stomach up. That's for damn sure.
I'm going to do this. There we go.
I've never had it, so I'll just take your word for it, Phil.
Yeah, I got tired of squinting looking for Granny.
What?
Well, when we're little like that, it's hard to tell which head's Granny and which one's the dummy.
Miss Debbie.
Debbie.
I'm sorry, Debbie, not dummy. Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
Yeah, Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
Yeah, when you're small, it's hard to tell which one's the dummy.
Everybody in Warren today, Phil, was driving around drunk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have a police scanner on my phone. So if I'm working, I just have it on my side listening. There had to be 20 calls today for drunk drivers.
Well, they weren't. They haven't been pulling anybody over for 3 months. So, I saw the first person today I saw get pulled over since COVID. And it was two young ladies in an older car that didn't have their seatbelt on. They were sitting right next to me, and there was a cop on a motorcycle. And when the light turned green, he pulled them over. And I don't know if it was for that or not, but that's the first person I've seen actually pulled over by a police officer since this whole thing started. So I got news for you. There are probably a lot of people that during that period of time, and they weren't pulling people over, got really loose with their drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm going to start coughing if they pull me over.
Right?
Have a coughing fit, yeah. I had a local cop pull me over last week, and I knew I wasn't doing nothing wrong. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and here comes squad. You know, they drive SUVs, black and white SUVs. He comes zipping up behind me, and I thought, shit, he wants to pass, so I started slowing down. And all of a sudden, there's the blue lights, and I hear, "Roo!" And I, son of a bitch. And I just happened to be going past county jail there. So I pull over the county jail. He gets out of the squad. I looked in the side mirror, and I know the guy. I know him. And him and I, we go out to the range together once in a while. We fish together a few times. Well, my driver's window don't work. So I cock my door open, and he goes, he puts his hand on his side arm, and he goes, "Sir, would you please close your door?" Just serious. And I go, "Oh, you fucking moron." I said, "My window don't work." He goes, "Well, let me find that out when I get up there. Close your door." I close the door, and he comes walking up, and he's looking, and I got these suction cups that hold my window up. And he's looking at those, and he taps on the window, and he goes, "Would you open your door?" I open the door. And he goes, "What's this shit?" I go, "What's this? Sir, would you please close your door and let me come up and check your window?" And I said, "I watch you. You come walking right up, and you're looking at that window. I could have been sitting in here with a sawed-off shotgun, for Christ's sake." I said, "What's the matter with you?" He says, "Well, I know you." I said, "How well?" And I told him, I said, "Aren't you nervous?" And he goes, "Well, now you're making me nervous." I said, "Well, no, aren't you nervous? I might have COVID." He goes, "Oh, no, I'm not nervous. You got COVID." And I asked him, I said, "What are you doing pulling me over?" And it kind of goes with what you were saying, Phil. He says, "We've been told to avoid unnecessary pullovers. If it's an obvious intoxication or if it's a reckless driving, yeah. But otherwise, simple traffic violations, no, not to pull folks over right now. And he says, he says, because I know you, I thought I'm out of practice. I'll pull him over. I said, so what's the charge? He goes, oh, no, nothing. You don't have to pay for this. He says, the entertainment's free. He said, I didn't even call this in, you know. I said, oh, you're an asshole. He says, yeah, he says, I'm pretty sure you'll have a nice day now the rest of the day because I only do this once a day. Oh, shit. So now for about the last week, I've been watching. I see his squad. I looked, see if it's him. I thought, you little bastard, you'll do it again. That's one thing I found out is having most of our local PD are buddies of mine. I mean, we hunt together, we fish together, we go out to the range. You know, I had to manage the range on 3 occasions for the sheriff's department when they're qualifying, and so they all know me, and that's not good. Especially some of them are pretty close friends. Some of them used to be drinking buddies. I'm sitting at a local coffee shop, right? It's just a little bistro kind of place, you know, and they got this outside dining area, or you just sit out there to have coffee at the picnic tables. Well, there's steel picnic tables and chairs, right? So I'm sitting there having a cup of coffee. Him and his partner pull up in the squad. They come up, they get a couple cups of coffee and come sit at my table. And he says, well, we're going to have to get going. They're carrying their cups back into the bistro, and then they come back out, and I feel him. He pat me on the shoulder. He says, well, you have a good day. And then the next thing I know, my right arm's around behind my back, and I hear click, click. I get up, and there's a fucking chairs handcuffed to my right wrist. And he goes, we got a call. I'll be back in about a half hour or so. He says, I'm sure you want another cup of coffee.
Wow.
Hour and 15 minutes before them guys showed back up. I'm sitting out there. Of course, I ran out of coffee, and I'm trying to get someone to get me another cup because they don't wait for us out at those tables.
What if you had to pee?
There were flower pots.
Or worse yet, then you got an indecent exposure. Then you not have to be handcuffed.
Yeah. Well, I'm pre-cuffed. I could have committed all kinds of crimes.
Holy crap.
I'm already arrested, see? So
I would have walked in there with the chair.
These chairs, they're these big wide buggers with these nice wide arms on them. I would have never got it in the damn door. Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
What are you doing to him, Phil?
Yummy.
The Oreo cookie with some.
You never touched that cookie. You never touched that cookie, and you're licking your fingers.
I thought about that as I was doing it. I'm thinking,
I'm a little concerned about that, Phil. Uh-huh. Where was that, man?
It's a bloody Oreo.
Oh, Jesus. You eat your bloody cookie.
Good.
I have a friend who's in Nashville, Metro PD.
You can tell Granny's been working outside today. She got the ball cap on.
Where he's working.
She's got her head on.
Radar and fly by his car.
Sure look pretty up there, she does. Mm-hmm.
Thank you there, Uncle Brother.
Sister Mama.
My
Now, don't you two go domestic on us live.
My daughter used to call me her brother. Don't know why. So she was in school one day and she got sick. Well, I had to go and get her. So, you have to pretty much give them your life history just to get to damn school. So I told him who I was. So they went and they asked her. You know, he's like, "Do you know this guy?" She asked my brother, Daddy.
My brother, daddy.
Your brother, daddy.
I walked. I turned around. I walked out. Let that little bitch sit there sick. She was like 8 years old. I was like, man.
Now hey, that I believe every word of it, because my brother, what my oldest boy, Running Water, he ended up critically ill and he was in the hospital, and the wife and I had to be with him. We had to farm out our other 3 kids somewhere, so we're finding family. Will you take the kids? Well, they got kind of split up amongst family members, and my brother and his wife and their kids said, well, we'll take Joe, our youngest boy, right? Well, my brother really liked my youngest boy, so he's spoiling them, right? He's buying them shit and he's taking them out. They're fishing, they're doing all kinds of stuff. Well, his one daughter, that was upsetting her, and she was only about 5 years old. They spent almost a month. He spent a month with my brother and his wife. When we went to pick him up, Bridget, my brother's daughter, my brother says to her, Bridget, run in the kitchen, grab a couple cans of pop for me and your Uncle Sty. And she goes, okay, Uncle Daddy. Okay, his name was Dan, and everybody called him Danny. So my son was calling him Uncle Danny. Uncle Danny, Uncle Danny. His daughter started calling him Uncle Daddy. And I go, oh my God, did she just say Uncle Daddy? And he goes, don't even fucking go there. He says, she'll say, he said, she's in frickin' kindergarten. I go to pick her up from kindergarten, and she yells at her teacher, my Uncle Daddy's here. He says, I haven't gotten a good look from her teacher ever since. And he said, she says it everywhere. It's Uncle Dad. And it's like she wants to make sure everybody hears her. Yes, Uncle Daddy. I told him, I said, your problem, pal.
You gotta love the innocence of children.
Uh-huh. Yep, Uncle Daddy. and then to have a little one that can't for some reason just can't say uncle, and has an Uncle Richard that everybody at that time called Dick, and she would constantly say hunka dick. She couldn't say uncle, she said hunka. So it was hunka dick. Oh, you can't call him Dick anymore? He'll knock your teeth out. Yeah, you got to call him Richard now. He said after that kid, he says, nobody's ever called me Dick again. He's innocent little girl, just hunka dick. Yeah, that ain't good when you're in the public.
No.
Yeah.
I got a
Hey,
question.
Johnny Bravo.
Hey, excuse my French, but who the fuck puts eggs in a milk carton?
Oh, if you're doing like egg whites and stuff, they're in a milk
I
carton.
don't know what the hell this shit is.
Frozen egg product. Is that what it says?
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a frozen egg product. So it's
2 pounds of loveliness. Whole eggs, citric acid added to preserve color, water added as a preservative. I don't know.
Now, don't some restaurants use cartoned eggs like that?
Yep.
For like baking and stuff because it's easier to measure out.
Yep.
So when you put it in a measuring cup, you get the exact amount.
Bulk egg in cartons. Yeah.
I've never seen no egg in a freaking carton.
Egg whites. When I used to diet, and it doesn't look like I've ever dieted in my fucking life. I know, but yeah, I used to eat egg whites out of the carton.
Yep.
That I could never understand. Somebody eating just egg whites. I just like that is the most tasteless part of that frickin' egg.
Well, then
Yeah.
we added pepper to it and Tabasco to it.
Yeah, so you ate pepper and Tabasco.
Yes. And sometimes I take fat-free cheese, and if you get it hot enough, fat-free cheese will actually melt.
It will.
That'd be real fucking hot though.
Yeah,
My language.
yeah. We used to call the fat-free plastic cheese.
Yeah.
3 tablespoons equals 1 large egg. This is some Alaska shit, probably. Oh,
It's too cold up for their damn chickens to lay eggs.
That's
Well-
right.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota, close enough. Yeah, that is weird as hell. That's frozen salad, man. You can kill somebody with this. What'd you beat them with? I beat them with a carton of frozen eggs.
Well, and the thing is okay, you got that big carton full of eggs, and you said 3 tablespoons makes an egg.
Yeah,
There's several dozen frickin' eggs in that carton. And
three
I'll tell you what,
tablespoons, a large egg. A 1/3 cup is 2 large eggs.
if you want to have eggs for breakfast, man, you better plan on eggs for a couple of days for every meal once you thaw that carton out.
Yeah, it says allow frozen eggs to defrost in the refrigerator for 2 days. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, and I'm like 72 years old.
I knew he was a liar. I knew it. There's no way he's only 72.
Look, throw 'em back.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he's got the
shit.
lazies. He's got the lazies going on.
Do you hear that shit up there?
I can't hear it for chili.
Right.
I come home and my grandkids are here.
Oh,
Now, of course, they live in a trailer, so there's not a lot of place for them to run around. Here, it's just like it's almost nonstop. It's like they're on a racetrack.
Yep.
Cut loose.
Yep. Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, that's why I came right down here. I was like, "Whoop." My wife's like, well, can't you eat your tacos up here? Nope.
Yeah, you're like, have
Nope.
fun
Let
with
me out of here.
that. Have fun with that.
Fast food breakfast muffins are tasting more like drywall. Don't taste like a deep fry. I don't know anybody that's ever eaten drywall, so I wouldn't know what that tastes like. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, come on. You've had a little drywall dust in your mouth at one point in time. Up your nose, in your ears. You have an idea what it tastes like. That's the worst is when you're doing something like drywall or any of those other things where you get a lot of dust and whatnot, and you wind up with it all stuck up in your nose hairs, on your eyelashes, all that stuff. You gotta go take a shower and wash all that stuff out really, really well.
The hunt
Oh,
for
man.
you, this is what my daughter told me I was old when she got me a magnifying glass with a light on it. And I use it every day.
Well, you gotta go to the bathroom sometime.
Well, that's true. But I'm just hoping my memory don't go bad. If my memory goes bad, then we're in trouble.
Or just don't throw your memory in a tub and sell it.
$19 a pound right now. I'm getting like 50 pounds of it tomorrow.
Alzheimer's might be worth it then.
50 pounds of this shit tomorrow.
Wow. Did you get rid of those little brass things with the silver on them?
No, I got a couple people that want them.
Oh, okay. So I watch your shit.
I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. You're not.
Yep.
Give a shit. I don't mess with silver because when you heat those up, all silver contacts have cadmium in them. Cadmium will kill you. So I don't play with anything that is bad news. Even though I have the respirators and the protective gear and all that crap.
Yeah, screw that.
I did it outside one day on a real windy day. I melted a bunch of contacts. And I had the respirator and everything on it, and I was choking to death. I couldn't. I threw it in the trash. I said, forget it. So I don't
Wow.
even mess with it. I have bottles of silver contacts. I just Don't mess with them. And that's why I'm kind of getting out of the refining business for the gold. I just send it out and let them do it. Because they charge me 25%. So for $100, he takes 25, I get 75. It's his time, it's his chemicals, it's his light bill, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
My shit, give me my money. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too time consuming for me. I ain't got time for that. I got better things to do with my time, like cut my grass.
Okay, didn't that come from Detroit? Ain't nobody got no time for that.
I got time for that.
Going. Thanks, guys. See everybody.
Oh, bye.
Time for me.
Oh,
Love you guys.
later, sweetie.
Good.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, a buddy of mine, he worked for a plating company down in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and he called me one day and said, yeah, my truck is broke down. He says, out here in the parking lot, can you come down to where I work, give me a ride home? I said, yeah, sure. I got down there and I got out of the truck. I was just going to hang out outside the truck, have a smoke. And I'm parked about maybe 50 feet from the building. I got out of the truck, and within 3 minutes, man, I was dying. I got in the truck, and I drove all the way across that big-ass parking lot, parked way on about a football field away from there. When I seen him coming out the door, I'm honking the horn way over there. He comes over, he goes, what the hell are you doing over here? I said, how the fuck can you breathe in that place?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it stinks around here, don't it? He says, yeah, there's some departments there that, yeah, if you're not fully geared up, he says, it'd kill you before you can turn around and get back out the door.
Yep.
I said, what the hell? How much they paying you, man? He told me, I said, ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. Have to smell that crap. And I said, especially if you can smell that crap out in the parking lot.
Yep.
He said, man, oh man. He says, yeah, we use a lot of caustic crap around here. He says, it's right that people don't realize that it depends on what you're plating, you know.
Yeah,
but
it's dangerous shit. Like I use muriatic acid to do the gold. You take muriatic acid, and then you put some hydrogen peroxide in there. But now they have the muriatic acid where it's 99% no vapors, no fumes.
Oh.
Everybody thinks, oh, I can do that in the basement. The fumes are still there. You just can't smell it. It still does the same. I have tools that are so rusted downstairs that I used to do it in my basement. That stuff will kill your tool, anything metal. So I just don't even play with it no more.
Yeah.
It's bad news. And, you know, I'm on a lot of the, on Facebook, I'm on like a lot of the gold forums and gold refining sites and all that, all the groups. And there's guys in there, you know, they think they can just go in there and dump this and dump that and be done. But, you know, one guy got, you know, acid burns. He lost 2 fingers from the acid because he was, you know, when you put a beaker on a metal table and you stick like muriatic acid and bleach is what dissolves your gold. Well, that foams up. That has a reaction. Well, that'll boil over. And when it boils over, it's on a metal table. So now the metal table starts dissolving and smoking, and you know you get in a panic and you're grabbing shit, and you always have a catch pan, a plastic catch pan under that stuff. But these guys just want to gun ho and do it. You know, it took me 5 years, and I still you know learn stuff for doing it, even though I'm not doing it. You know, I still read up on it. But
that's
these guys still do it.
That's like we had back in the 80s out in Montana, this group that I was working with. They were preppers and survivalists, you know. Apocalypse is coming, you know. They got to prep for every freaking thing. They had ordered 4 55-gallon drums of 35% food-grade hydrogen peroxide. And it was supposed to arrive on a certain day, and they wanted me there to help them unload it and shit. And I said, you ordered what? They told me, said it again. I said, not, what the hell you want with that? Well, I'm not going to go into what they wanted with it, but I told them, you don't realize how volatile that shit is. I said, that's 35%.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, yeah. Well, sure enough, this guy had his 16-year-old kid put a barrel in the bucket of their backhoe and they're going to haul it out, and they're going to bury it, hide it, right? Well, that barrel fell out of the bucket, and it hit a small stump, and it punched a hole in that big it's in plastic barrels. Punched a big hole in that plastic barrel. It took 4 days and a huge fire crew surrounding that son of a bitchin' spot to keep the rest of the town from burning down.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Wow.
it doesn't just dissolve organics. They burst into flames. And all you can do is keep putting water on it to see it, to hopefully dissolve it enough
Mm.
that it'll quit setting things on fire. The problem is the minute it pours out of a barrel like that, if it's on the ground, the ground's so porous, it goes so deep into the ground,
Yeah.
you can't get the water on it to dissolve it. It just keeps burning. And we had trees 40 feet away from where that barrel busted open. All of a sudden, there's flames coming out from the bottom of the root ball, and the tree will fall over.
Well,
The peroxide was burning up the base of the tree. And they couldn't understand what the heck happened and all that. I told them, I tried to explain to you that shit. You can't, you don't need to be messing with that shit. And well, then down in Missoula, they had a big tank on a big rail tank. Derailed, busted open, and that whole big tank was 35% hydrogen peroxide. It burnt every single railroad tie off of that railroad for a half a mile, quarter of a mile both directions. And they were out there. They emptied this pond that was close by, emptied the pond. There was just nothing but muck at the bottom with all the water they pumped out of that pond to try to keep that controlled and keep it in that spot. Because that was over 1,000 gallons of it that soaked into the railroad bed and was spreading out. And yeah, and people go, well, it's hydrogen peroxide. What's the big deal? It's a big deal when it's not 3% that you buy in the store, and it's 35%. Yeah, hot. It burn your fingers out. You stick your finger in that shit, it'll burn your finger off.
Does it nothing grow there anymore then?
No, it actually kills the soil. Because it burns anything up that's organic. So there's no nutrients left in the soil at all. It just eats up any kind of organic nutrients at all.
Wow.
So the only thing that you can hope for is a lot of bird shit on that ground over the next few years, and then something can grow on it, like sage grass or something.
As long as the birds don't land somewhere and then disintegrate.
Yeah. Shit while flying over. Don't stop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't stop.
Stop the shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Adventures in the Heartland said he's got his boat ready.
He's got his boat ready. Yep.
He's
I
got
almost
his boat
got the trailer ready. I almost got the trailer ready, John. It's so close. It's so close. The only thing that my trailer is going to need is really cosmetic work. But that, as long as it's structurally ready to go and I can camp out of it, it's going. But there's a lot of TLC items I got to do and some finishing stuff. And I found something out today too. I went to this store. I got my spare tire. I saved $100 on that spare tire. That was the best freaking thing that ever happened to me today. But I also found out from this guy, I asked him, I said, have you got Flex Seal? And he goes, what you need Flex Seal for? And I told him I'm putting that topper on the top of that camper, and I want to seal it on the inside with Flex Seal. And he goes, well, he says, the best thing would be the tape. Not the spray, but the tape. And he says, because you could just tuck that stuff along any crack and mold it over and down onto the other opposing surface, and it'll waterproof the damn thing. I said, that's what I'm looking for. Flex Seal, the tape. Well, they got some. Okay. It's 4 inches wide, 5 feet long on a roll, right? And at that store, $26. I find out online it's 24 something. So $26 for a 5 foot long roll. And he goes, but I wouldn't do that. I go, you just said it's the best shit to use. He says, no, it's the best method. He says, but this is what you do. He walks down a little ways. Gorilla tape. It's not the Gorilla duct tape. It's the same damn thing as the Flex Seal. It's just a little bit thinner. And you can barely tell that it's much thinner at all. 10 feet, 4 inches wide, $13.
Mm-hmm.
Less than half the price of the Flex Seal, but twice as long. So for $25, I got the whole inside of my topper sealed, and it would have cost me, well, it would have cost me $100 to do it with Flex Seal. Yep. Mike, you. I tell you what. That's how much, you folks aren't aware, but some of you aren't, but he contributed to me on PayPal for half of my, when I do my 2-weeker, to pay for half of that stay. He says, I just want you to know that my half of that campground, that campsite, is from the picnic table to the lake.
Right.
That's the part I want. I mean,
you have to go all the way around to the other boat launch.
I was damn near ready just to send that money back to you. Tell you.
Then you would have got the
Oh, if I got to give up lake access, you can keep your damn money.
Dude, you send it back, and then I double it, and I send it back to you.
Then he's paying the whole damn thing, and then I'm fucked.
And then you're sitting out in the road going, damn it, why'd I send that to him?
Damn it. That reserve sign on there says Eways Mike. I got to be careful, because if Travis, he's the host of that campground, if he's in here listening, I can see him pranking me and putting Eways Mike on my reservation card. I'll send him my site.
I'll send him a bunch of stickers. He'll put E-Waste Mike stickers on a board right at the entrance to
it. Yeah, I can see signs all over the place. No trespassing per E-Waste Mike.
Right. Sty don't camp here no more.
I tell you what, though. Yeah. And Mike had contributed in the PayPal for some work on that adventure trailer, and that money was well served.
Yeah.
That was well served. Yes.
I want to see your ass in that trailer. I'm using it.
I can't wait to get that. So everybody out there, just keep in mind, there will not be an Around the Campfire next Thursday. I will be out camping Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, coming home on Saturday, most likely. And there won't be an Around the Campfire next week. So, Phil, there's an open slot for you. You and Sty 2.0.
There will be an Around the Campfire next Thursday. We'll work on it.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll come home without a really bad reputation.
Well, I could have my phone. I could have Sty sitting here in the position of control up where you're at, and then I can just be in the chat somewhere else, and you can just be here with a blank stare on your face like normal while the rest of us talk.
This guy, he's just always asking for it. There you go. Here's your fucking normal.
That's perfect though, man. That's gotta be Thursday night. I gotta set that thing right up in front of the camera. I'll be on my cell phone on the.
You do whatever comes, and naturally, it's gonna be odd. I'll miss it, man. I'll know. I'll just know that next Thursday night something wild's going on your channel. Yeah.
Phil, I need a shipping address so I can send you my stickers. So.
Oh, okay.
Send my. I'll shoot you an email or something.
Yeah.
Because
I've got you on Facebook Messenger, Michael.
Yeah, just send it over there.
You got my address, don't you, Mike?
Yep. I got the crazy ladies up there too.
That crazy lady up there.
Crazy lady up there.
Watch out. Crazy lady might show up on your board.
This is my YouTube address book, and it's like half full.
I've got
And half the people I don't even like or could care less about. That's the thing.
I got some mail that'll probably be going out tomorrow, and Granny's got her stickers coming. I think I got my addresses from all my members now. Well, the ones that I used to have, I think I got them all restored now. I still have some holdouts that have not sent me their damn addresses. I'll have to take care of that. Speaking of the devil, I got to give those members some credit, guys. So you got 1 minute to run to the restroom, get fresh popcorn and a drink. There. Debbie. Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie. Yep. Well, we know that Mike can't do it in a minute.
There you go. It was funny to see them both run.
What'd I tell you about that? Get out the camera. What's wrong with you? Woman.
There we go.
Yeah, you almost made it in a minute.
Almost.
No.
If you cut that back to just 2 shakes, you would have been here on time.
Well, the problem is I sit down and then the head gets wet and you got to dry it off.
You're sitting down to pee and the head.
Yeah.
And I was eating my
I
donut.
didn't know he was a sitter.
All right. There, you want a donut?
No.
You can lick the middle.
You just got done touching your tallywhacker, now you're touching your donut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's one way to get his fingers clean, because after he handles food, he licks his fingers, and then his fingers are clean.
There you go.
Ain't got time for this.
Right.
That's just
Oh my God, I walked into that Fleet Farm store today. You go into Walmart, you can't find hand sanitizer still in our Walmart. There ain't any. You can't find the masks, of course. There ain't any. You walk into the Fleet Farm store, and they got this 30-foot long shelf aisle. The whole thing is nothing but hand sanitizer and actual disinfectant wipes and all that, and masks. Thousands and thousands of boxes of masks.
I wish we had a store like that here.
Another sip.
And it's a sporting goods, automotive, hardware, and farm implement stuff store. And it's got all that shit. You go to Walmart and there's nothing.
Well, Granny, you could always go buy an e-waste mic mask, and then e-waste mic would always be on your mouth.
That's good.
Oh, Granny.
He's trying to choke me to death.
He's already got it.
Yeah, there's just something about, I don't know, having e-waste mic on my mouth. Yeah, just kind of not good with that. No.
Well, you could just send me one.
Yeah. There you go. Put your money where her mouth is.
Yeah.
Oops. Don't take that wrong. Don't take that wrong. No.
My goodness.
I'll go knock on her door.
Bring it.
I'm here with your mask, ma'am.
I ain't scared.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I ain't scared.
I don't think she scurs easy.
Nope. I might get scared just a little bit sometimes, but usually that kind of scare makes me really mad. Just a teeny bit.
Yeah, actually, Johnny Bravo, I look back at the comments. He says $10 should cover nuts and bolts you might need for the trailer. Actually, that $10 so for the bolts that I need for the topper, I went ahead and clamped that topper down, and I'll bolt that sucker down later. I want to go camping, man. I got other things to do on it. I'll bolt the damn thing down later. But
how tall is it with the topper on there now?
What's that?
How tall is it now with the topper on?
9'6".
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it's not that tall. But it does look a little goofy because the front of that topper's flat, or the topper is flat, and then you got half of the trailer still sticking out in the front, And I'm looking at that and I'm going, yeah, it looks real ass heavy with that tall butt end on it.
Right.
And then picturing when I get the rail built on the front half of it, then it'll balance the whole thing out. The dimensions of it'll look a lot better. But
is there a picture of this monstrosity yet?
Watch his videos.
Watch my video.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't realize I did. Was there a video today? I missed one today.
Not today.
Oh.
My
with the topper on it.
There's a topper on it. I go, oh, and there's the topper up there.
Oh, I completely missed your last video then.
That's the yeah. There's a trailer update. I've got all the footage. I just got to put. It depends if it's storming tomorrow. I might get that shit done. But I got footage on the finished Murphy bed. I got the kitchen counter in the video, mounted a window in the door. I got all that footage. Then I got footage of butchering the hole in the ceiling, so that I could get up in there.
I'll probably claim the bed too.
No.
Hey, listen, my last name is Murphy.
That's
I bet.
Murphy's Law.
That's my bed. You can rent it.
I'm changing the name of the son of a bitch. I'm going to get a legal name change. I know the DA down here. He'll help me. I'll get a legal bed name change. Yep. I want that an Anderson bed.
There you go.
What's up, Alexander?
I got Murphy's bed, Murphy's Law.
Hey, Alexander.
You get everything.
Murphy's bed. That's damn. I got to change the name of that. I'll burn it right in there, the Anderson bed or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you live in
Murphy doesn't sleep here anymore.
Yeah.
Branded in there.
I'll get you coming and going, buddy.
Murphy don't live here anymore.
No, he's been gone a long time.
That's funny. Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah, that's funny. I get it. Yeah, I get an email from him. And I started laughing. I'm going, yeah, you know, it's only fitting. Yeah, oh, that picture of Minnie Sty in the woods there.
I heard that, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's my grandkids. Just
And you know how you keep Sty out of my Murphy bed?
Hey.
You put round toothpicks all over the bed.
Oh, no.
maybe use Murphy's oil soap.
Nope, round toothpicks is all you need.
Murphy's oil soap. That's for polishing your wood.
There you go.
I got the shiniest wood in the world.
That's terrible. Ha, Alexander. Starting to get your mail from AARP, and are you?
You know what? I was getting mail from them when I was like 47.
Yeah, it was in my 40s. I was getting it too. Yep. And yeah.
You better sign up. Get those benefits.
Yeah, Alexander's much too young to be getting it, but
He's
they
20.
figure you're going to age quickly or something.
28.
Oh, it used to just piss me off because I was in my late 40s, and these frickin' stores and restaurants. The restaurants really piss me off. Take the wife out for dinner, and they come and they got two menus. They hand her a regular big menu, and they hand me this little fucker that says seniors menu. It's like, kiss my frickin' ass. A couple times I told the wife, we're out of here. We're gone. And she goes, what do you mean I want to eat here? No, there's other restaurants. I ain't eating this one. Calling me an old fart. Shit. I got at least 15 years to go before they can even think of handing me one of them menus. And goddamn people.
Hey, you know, you retired folks on a fixed income like the value menu.
That, you know, I looked at it. I looked at the seniors stuff at a restaurant. This is before COVID come along, but I was, you know, just trying to busy myself because the waitress wasn't showing up. And I'm looking, and all of a sudden I realized I'm looking at that senior menu. I looked at their hot beef sandwich, and what you get is half of the hot beef sandwich, of course, and you get half a scoop of potatoes, and you know, everything's cut in half, right? So I took the price of that and doubled it. And then I looked at the whole dinner. What the F? I'm going to buy the whole dinner and give me a to-go box then for the other half. Because there's no way in hell you're smart buying that senior one, because you double it and you're paying about 30%, 30 to 40% more than you would just buying the whole damn dinner and taking half of it home with you.
Yep.
Yeah, they act like they're doing the seniors a favor, you know.
If you got to take your 10% off for being a senior,
you get, yeah, we'll give you 10% off for being a senior. So whoopity frickin' do. You spend $10 in there, you get half a frickin' meal, and they take $1 off of it.
Right.
They're just trying to make sure you live longer, Sty. Come on.
No, they're trying to make sure you don't live any longer.
Here, Phil, I got something for you. Here, smell these.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God damn. What the hell? Jesus.
Who in the hell keeps their cheese in socks, right?
Yeah, well, who wipes their ass with their sock?
I wipe their ass with their
Duh.
Jeez.
God.
Smells like feet and shit. Damn.
Right.
Hey, trail crash.
It's nuts.
7, 8.
Oh, Houston Outdoors. You snuck in on me. I see you up there. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, sticking your raunchy socks in somebody's face. Boy, those are almost fighting words there.
Well, it could have been a shoe.
I don't know. Ow!
Yeah.
I went the wrong
Don't
way.
give that to Phil. He'll drink raw eggs out of
Yeah.
it or something.
Something like that. Little damn hockey skates.
That's a
Yeah.
weird smell, dude.
I mean, ancient Coke in a dirty hockey skate. I mean, nothing like taking something that's going to be flat and not have the good, fresh taste to it and just add it to a dirty hockey skate. I mean, when you did that, man, I was sitting here in my studio just about puking. I could not believe you were doing that shit. I used to supervise a hockey rink right behind our house. We had sold an acre. We had 2.5 acres, and we sold the back acre to the city, and they put in a regulation size hockey rink in there. And it was awesome, and we got free use of the hockey rink. Well, then I thought, hell, I was a young guy, and in the winters, business was slow, so I asked him. I said, "What do you pay for the supervisor of the rink?" And I don't remember what it was, but it was good enough money. I said, "Hey, I want that." So for a couple of winters, I supervised the rink. And oh God, you go in the shack, the warming shack, and it's fine until you turn that fucking heater on and you get that shack hot.
Holy
And
shit.
there's all these pairs of hockey skates and figure skates. Everybody's got their little lockers full of raunchy ass hockey socks and hockey skates. Oh, that place would reek. And then they're always bitching at me. Why do you have the windows open and the door propped open? It's 20 below outside. I said, if I close them, you'll die in here. You cannot stand the smell. And you're drinking stuff out of them skates. Man, oh man. And then you find out you're so proud of yourself. It's my kid's skate. It's my kid's skate, you know. At least I'm drinking out of my kid's skate. Then he comes on the next day and goes, I found out that wasn't my fucking kid's skate. It was his buddy's. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, his buddy was none too happy to see that I was because he was worried about the sugar and the stuff, you know, screwing up the inside of his skate. His buddy was none too happy, but we did a good job rinsing it out and taking care of it. It's fine now.
Hey, Bradley, sounds like a fun day, man. Out there fishing all day.
Yeah, you said 6 a.m. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little fishing in next week. Not a lot because it's just I got 3 actual days in camp, so I'm not gonna get a lot in, but enough that that'll get me back out there for at least a week in the next trip. And yeah, I got too damn many options. I was a little pissed off though. I wanted to spend 2 weeks in that one particular campsite, and the largest slot I can find is 12 days. Damn, that pisses me off. So
At least you got 12.
I'm figuring what I'm going to do is I'm going to haul my rig down there, take a first come first serve site, spend 2 days, and then on the 3rd day would be the first day in that site for 12. So I'll still get my full 2 weeks, but 2 days will be in a different campsite.
Sounds like it. So, like I said, we go camping. We usually wind up working around the campsite because again, we're on someone else's property, so we're always trying to clear stuff and do things and what. I haven't been camping in so long where you actually go and you don't have to work. I mean, you work on making your meals and stuff, but you can just go and sit and relax.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That's what I'm doing this summer. Damn it. I got a couple of camps I want to do where, yeah, it takes quite a bit more physical effort to be there. You know, you gotta haul wood, you gotta haul water, and you gotta walk a football field out in the woods to take a dump, kind of thing, But most of my camps this summer are going to be the kind where I pull in, I open the doors of the trailer, and I set up my screen house, get everything all set up. Takes about an hour to do it all. And then I don't have to do nothing in camp the rest of the week. My pickup box is full of firewood. I just haul a few armloads out each day for what I want to burn. And put my hammock up and just lay around. Screw up. Get on my kayak and go out and throw a line out with no bait on it so I can take a nap on the kayak. But it looks like you're fishing,
Yeah.
I got a rod holder right there by my right hand so I can prop it up. It looks like I'm sitting there holding that rod, and I can sit back and just snooze away.
Yeah, I can just see that Sty out in the middle of the lake holding his rod. Great, Sty.
Yeah. I use a telescopic rod.
Yeah, they call it a pocket fisherman.
Yeah. Are you glad to see me, or is that your pocket fisherman?
Oh.
But Black Lake has got muskie in it. And once in a while, they'll get a muskie in the 35 to 38 inch length. That's a big fish. You can't keep any out of that lake unless they're over 40 inches. So, but they don't. I haven't even heard of 140 inch coming out of that lake. But I want to hook one in the kayak and let that some fish pull me around. It's going to take a while to get a muskie up to that kayak.
Now, when you get big fish like that in a lake like that, I don't know how big the lake is you're talking about.
It's 113 acres.
When you get big fish like the muskie in there, don't they eat all the little fish?
That lake is prolific with panfish.
Yeah, that's what they love. Muskie.
And they don't. No, it's a balanced environment in that lake.
Well, that's good.
So those fish are there. Nothing's been planted in there or anything, and it's right at that point where, the muskies don't wipe any of the other fish out, and the structure of the lake and the different spawning areas and stuff, it's diverse enough that all the other species can propagate fine without getting wiped out by the muskies.
When I was a young man, there was a lake out here that we used to fish, and they said, if you ever catch any of those pike, they don't care what size, says kill them. Don't put them back in the water.
Take the pike with you. There's lakes up in northern Minnesota that I fished where there's nothing in them except pike. And you would think, well, how do the pike survive if there's nothing but pike in there? Well, the lakes are packed full of these huge frickin' leeches too.
Oh, really?
And those pike are eating those leeches, and they eat each other. I've don't know how many big pike I've opened up, and they got a little pike inside of them that they ate. Yeah.
Mike, were you listening to the radio this morning?
No.
Oh, okay. We got these local DJs this morning. I just happen to have the radio on. I forget what they call it, what the name of the group the guys are. They're on the riff. It's not Drew and Mike. They've been gone a long time, but these guys are talking about. It reminds me of the chicken guy, right? The chicken. Chicken guy.
No.
So this guy, he apparently goes swimming in this lake. An Asian fellow goes swimming in this lake, and when he gets out, his pee burns, or he's having problems urinating. So he goes to the doctor, and they pull out a leech. They have to do it surgically, and this leech has. He says it swam up his pee hole and they said this leech had a pint of the guy's blood in it. Now, first of all, I don't know what kind of leech crawls up your pee hole.
And a pint, his pecker would have been the size of a grapefruit.
Well, it got into his bladder or whatever, got into something inside of him. But I got a feeling this is another one of those freaky little, like the chicken guy, where some guy was probably trying to sticking something up his pee hole. They should have been sticking something up his pee hole. Sorry for everybody in the chat. I apologize. But yeah.
Oh,
it just reminded me of the chicken dude.
Apologize to me?
Just remind me of the chicken dude. That's all.
Oh my God, Phil, that is nasty. That is really nasty. Stick this up your pee hole.
Ow!
Night trail trash.
Oh, good night, trail trash.
Good night, trail trash. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Well, that's like over in Minnesota when these individuals jumped a game warden, that the game warden was citing them for having too many walleyes, and they jumped the game warden and they depantsed him and they inserted a walleye up his tail end.
Oh, really?
And it was a smaller walleye. It was only about a 12-inch walleye. Well, I tell you what, if it's a 1-inch walleye, it's too much walleye up the
right
one-eyed, you know. Yeah, they had a hell of a time with that. That was a surgical situation too, because the spines on a walleye going in would nose first would be slick as snot, but he ain't never coming. He can't back up. You can't back him out because those spines just and yeah, they did that to the game warden. And two of the guys, there was like 3 or 4 of them, but 2 of the guys, they actually got charged with attempted manslaughter because it could have killed the guy. He could have bled to death from that. And oh my God, I don't like game wardens either, but not that bad.
That's crazy.
To tell a game warden, here, I got a fish for you. Ugh. No. Don't do that. I watched that YouTube channel, Snake Discovery. They go to goldfish, feed their gator from the local, like
almost got my
Wisconsin, that someone released goldfish. And
oh no!
Yeah, you get caught releasing any exotic fish in Wisconsin.
No!
You are in big bad trouble. What are you knowing?
Oh my gosh. You know what I was just talking about?
Yeah.
There's actually porn like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well. Look at you, sir.
That's why I screamed, no!
I can give you some good sites.
No, thank you. No, thank you. But I was just seeing if I could find this story. And suddenly I'm finding a porn site, and that's all I'm seeing on there. I'm like, no.
Ooh.
Nope.
This is why you always go through your papers that you throw over there. See all that mess? That's all papers I just throw over there. So I just found an envelope, and look what's in it.
Check. Money.
Sty money.
Sty money.
These are Sty dollars.
That's Sty dollars.
Shit.
Stallers.
$87. That's a trailer tire. Yeah. You know what this is? I went to the doctor one day, and she gave me this thing here.
Oh, that's not one of them poop tests, is it?
Yeah, you got to poop on the stick.
And it's got that plastic thing you put over the shitter to catch your turd. I had one of them, and they seal around the rim of your toilet. And then you just drop the seed on it, and you take a dump, and it sits like in a hammock, for crying out loud. Well, that thing seals around the whole hole. And I put that thing on, and I'm looking in there, and I'm going, oh, God, I had piss before I put that thing on there. So I don't flush after you put that thing on there. That sucker bowed down, and all of a sudden it went boom. Just sprayed
Well, I
toilet
bet it's a
water
freaking biohazard.
all over the place.
Oh my god. Let's see, what's the date on this? See how long ago I got this damn thing.
Oh, the instructions that come with them too, and then you get that little probe thing, and it tells you you're supposed to go down the length of the turd and poke it about a half.
Nice.
A year ago?
October last year, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I forgot.
The
Why can't I just put my hand
my
and go
doctor, my doctor was trying to explain. She said, "Yeah, you just go down the turd and you poke it so many times with that probe thing, and then you put the cap back on, and you mail it." And I told her, I said, "How do you do it? What if you got the runs? Do you just stir them then?" Okay, she got madder than hell at me. I said, "Well, you want front and back of that turd. If it's running, you just stir it, right?" And she was insistent that I do that test. And I said, "I'm going to take that thing home, shove it up the neighbor's dog's ass." I said, "That's nuts. You got me in the bathroom poking my own turds. I don't. What kind of medicine they got coming up with these days?" And then she told me it's that, or else we're going to use the big black snake.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Intruder.
I said, "We ain't ever going there again." I had it done once. I'm never going there again. Then I find out my ex-wife had to have that done. She had colon cancer. They found cancer, but they got it. They got it. Colon cancer is one of the most curable cancers out there. It's amazing how they can take care of you if they catch colon cancer early. So yeah, having a colonoscopy it's important. But she was mad at me. She goes, "You said that colonoscopy was just pure hell, terrible." And she said, "I went in there scared to death. They had me on that table and I was just shaking. And the doctor says, 'Relax, calm down. You're not going to feel anything.'" And she said, they got an IV in you. And she says, "Next thing I know, boop, I'm waking up." And she said, "They told me it was all done." I said, "The hell they did." And she goes, "No, they knock you out now." I said, "I'd knock you up." We almost ended up with 3 people knocked out the day they did it to me. The 2 nurses and the doctor were going to get that. I was going to club all 3 of them. It took 2 nurses to hold my ass down on that table.
They didn't give you a local or anything?
No. Oh, yeah, it was local. Everything was local. It was right there.
They forgot a step.
And it's nuts because they shove that big old black snake. They shove that black snake up your tail, and then they go, "Now this will be a little uncomfortable because we have to inflate your colon, so there'll be a little burst of air once in a while." That first, poop, you're going, "Oh God, you shouldn't stand back there." Yeah, that's going to be one big fart. And then comes the second one, and it feels like those frickin' pepper cramps. You bind right up in a fetal position. The doctor likes that. "Oh, now he's out of the way." And
deeper.
And I had, so he's in there watching his scope thing. Damn these doctors. They don't train them properly. You don't go, "What was that?" You don't say that. When the patient's awake, you don't say that shit.
Well, if he's finding a G.I. Joe or something in there, you do.
And I thought, what the hell? Did you find my truck that I thought somebody stole or what? What did you see up there? Bunch of illegal aliens trying to sneak in the back door?
G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip.
Sure. And then he goes to extract that frickin' snake. And that's when we found out what the issues I was having was. All of a sudden, my colon collapsed around that snake. I had a spastic colon, and all the muscles that affect the colon cramped up just like a Charlie horse and clamped down on that snake. And he's back there trying to yank that snake out. And I'm like, quit pulling! Quit pulling! Because I'm kind of sliding on that table backwards. I'm like, quit pulling, you moron. It ain't coming out anymore. Cut the son of a bitchin' snake's head off and he'll come out later. Yeah, that was freaking miserable. And then my ex-wife says, oh, you liar. They put you out for that. Bullshit. They never put me out nowhere. God, that was, yeah. So now, when my doctor threatened me with a colonoscopy if I don't go home and poke my own turd, I told her, I said, don't scare me. They put you out for that. She goes, some people. I said, don't some people me.
Some people me.
Son of a bitch of discrimination. No, hey, yeah. If you put one out, you got to put us all out.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, your insurance doesn't cover the put you out part. Oh, fuck that. I would postpone this till I get better insurance.
No
yeah.
shit. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been last few times I've gone to the doctor, they've prescribed me to get a colonoscopy, and I ain't gone. And I know I should, but
ask them if they put you out for it. If they put you out for it, then go for it. Because
I understand it's like a local, so you're kind of in la la land type thing, so you're not out.
Well, what they do is, and that's what my ex-wife said, is that, well, it's not a local, it's a general anesthetic, but they just, like you said, they put you in twilight. So you're just kind of, you really don't give a shit what's going on kind of stage.
I don't think I don't not give a shit about my ass, but anyways.
Well, that's it, is the more you give a shit, the further under they put you. So give a shit, really give a shit. It's like, I'm gonna die, and then they'll put you under. We don't want to listen to his shit. That was the first time I had to go to a cath lab to get a angiogram done. You know, they go through your artery and your, back then they didn't use the wrist like they do now, but they go through the main artery down in your groin, and they'd run that some bitch all the way up, look at your heart, you know. And you had a choice to stay awake or be put under. Well, the first time I said, I want to be awake. I want to be awake while you're doing this shit. Well, this is an actual invasive surgical procedure, right? And I thought, what's the big deal? It's like, it's going to be like putting an IV in there, just going to the vein. No, arteries are a different story. You got to push that artery against the bone in your groin until it stops the blood flow. And then they stick that big ass catheter in there. Holy shit. I tell you, it feels like they cut your fucking leg off. It hurts so freaking bad. It hurt so bad I couldn't even yell at him. It hurts. I'm just and I heard the surgeon go, she goes, there we are, we're in. And I'm like, oh, it still ached, but it didn't hurt like that anymore. And she goes, if you're interested, Sty, watch these monitors. The monitors are right there. You're laying there and you can see everything that she sees. You can see that probe going all the way up through, and when it gets to your heart, it's
probe.
Yeah, it's a goddamn wire that goes all the way up through your arteries that goes into your heart and actually looks at your heart. That was so freaking awesome. I've had 6 of those in my lifetime. After the first one, and here's the cool part. You come in, they ask you, did you bring any music with you? Because you can bring your own music, the music you want to listen to. I told them, I said, no, I didn't bring any in with me. And they said, You have a preference on the music? I said, just don't make it elevator music, any of that kind of shit, or funeral music. No, I don't want any gospels or shit like that. That's getting a little close to croaking. I don't know. Oh man, that first time, that whole group, they got this head banging acid rock going. They got it cranked up. The doctor and them can hardly hear each other. They're yelling at each other over the music. I told them, I said, this is a pretty cool freaking operating room, you know. They said, oh yeah, we have a good time in here usually, you know. And they said, but if you hear the music go off real quick, you won't be able to count to 3 and you'll be knocked out. I said, well, why would that be? Knock them out when the music stops? And they said, well, if the music stops, that means that the doctor's in a precarious kind of situation and doesn't want any distractions. Well, tell me about it, you ass.
Yeah, but you'd be out in 3 seconds, so it doesn't matter.
No. Yeah, let's explain. Let's be totally transparent. Some things we need to know.
Yeah, I'm weird about certain things. Like when I had my knee surgery done and I was in my 20s, you know, they just removed my ACL in my knee because I had torn it. And they cleaned up inside there a little bit too. And they're like, well, we can just do this locally and you can be awake while we do it. I'm like, no. Put me out. I want to wake up from my knee surgery, eat ice cream or something, like, tonsils or whatever. And I'm like, well, you really don't need, no. Because I've heard stuff where you feel all this pressure and this and that and everything else. I'm like, nope, just go ahead and put me out. I'll be good.
I had that happen with this finger. You can see it bent. I can't straighten it out like this finger. It's bent. Yeah.
For her pleasure.
I cut this finger off. I cut this finger off at the middle knuckle. The only thing that was holding it was the skin and the tendons on the bottom of the finger. And I was yelling at running water. And he had really pissed me off. And I had a coffee cup in my hand. And I was holding that mug like this. Right? He had me so pissed off. And thank God the mug was empty. But I had this big recliner. Well, underneath the pads, the arms are wood, right? And I took that coffee cup thinking I'm hitting the pad of the arm of the chair. And I punched the arm of the chair with that coffee cup and it shattered. And a big chunk of it come right on the finger. Right under the knuckle, cut the fucking finger off. I didn't even feel it. All I realized was I busted a coffee cup through the other piece on the floor, and I got up and I'm going like this at him, yelling at him, shaking my finger at him. And I look at my ex-wife's going. And I turned and looked at her and I go, what the hell are you doing? She goes, I looked up. Here's this big red line on the ceiling in the living room. The blood coming out of that finger is painting a big red line down the ceiling in the living room. And I looked at my fingers just hanging here. And I go, and it's ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh shit. I go into the kitchen, wrapped it up with a clean dish towel, and then I got the phone, called my father-in-law. I said, could you give me a ride to the emergency room? And he goes, well, who's hurt? I said, well, I am. He says, bad enough you can't drive? I said, well, bad enough I shouldn't. And he goes, yeah, sure. And he come over and he saw that big towel just wrapped all around my hand and it's dripping blood. I got another towel. And he goes, what did you do? I said, well, I cut my finger off. He goes, oh, Jesus. So he gets me to the hospital. They get in there, they unwrap the whole thing. And here comes this doctor, right? And she's looking at it. And she's going, oh, boy. You're lucky, she said, we can stitch it back on. She says, but this is not going to feel good because I've got to reattach all of the ligaments. And she says, each one of those are going to hurt like hell to reattach. And I said, well, okay, you do whatever you got to do. And she goes, oh, I will. And that didn't sound good. And then I thought back, why is she acting like she's upset with me? Then I realized, oh, when she first got the towel off, she goes, what did you do? And I go, well, I thought I had cut my fucking finger, but I found out it was the one next to it. She didn't like that. I didn't cut this finger, I cut this one. I didn't cut my fucking finger, I cut this one, the pointer. So she didn't like that. So she started working on it, right? They get that big operating pad with the hole in it, shove your finger through the damn thing. So all you can see is the finger. And she's got it right here on my chest so I can see it. And she gets in there with them little forceps and shit, start pulling, pushing shit. And I'm beating the rail of the bed with my fists on this side. And she goes, is there something wrong? And the attending nurse there, she's trying to hold my arm, and it didn't do any good. I'm lifting her off the floor, pounding that rail. And she goes, is there something wrong? And I said, it frickin' hurts. I said, woman, you should, can I do this to you? And then you don't have to ask me. And she said, well, I'm surprised that you can't take it. She says, so let's man up a little bit. Don't be a baby. And she went back, and it hurt like, and that's when I said, don't be a baby. And I started calling her what she was. Bitch, get your hands off of me. Don't you touch my fucking finger. Get away from me, bitch. Here comes this big, tall guy comes walking in there. He goes, what's going on, sir? Calm down, calm down. I said, she's killing me. Like, she's fucking me up with my finger here. Then I turned and I looked, and there's that tray with all of her surgical shit on it. And there's 4 syringes sitting there. And I go, what are those? And she looks and she goes, oh, local anesthetics. I said, why haven't you used any of them? And this big tall guy goes, you haven't deadened that yet? And here she's got those clamps hanging from my finger.
Oh.
And she goes, well, not unless he really needs them. And I go, get her away from me. Get her away. Give me a shot. Cut off the finger. Something. Get it over with. And this guy actually intervened. And her and him got in kind of an argument because he's an actual surgeon that does that kind of reconstructive surgery, that happened to just be walking past the emergency room and heard that shit going on and came in. And he goes, I'm taking this case over. I'm taking it from you. She goes, that's against medical ethics. And he says, I don't give a shit. And he says, if you had the power, I'd waste my time telling you to fire me. But you don't have the power. So please step aside. I will take this over. I thought, oh, thank God he's going to save me. He sat down, man. He shot me with all 4 of those needles, all of the juice out of those 4 needles. And then he told this nurse to go fetch him 4 more. And he spent an hour and a half reconstructing that finger. And I never felt a thing. And I watched him. He's pulling the tendons and shit. And stuff.
Nicholas is in the basement, Sty.
Oh, he's laughing down there.
I thought my balls tickled.
Okay, yeah.
He's on there playing turkey with Phil's jewels. God, did I have a laugh today. Smoke shack outside of my building. Out there hanging out with some of them old farts. And I told them about Nicholas and his buddy Tom.
What'd they say?
Oh, they were, God, 2 of them I thought were going to have heart attacks. They were laughing so fucking hard. I told them, I said, you got to meet this 18-year-old guy. I said, he got a fucking pet turkey that's 8 years old. And they said, oh, and they're all saying, yeah, when I was little, I had a favorite chicken. I had a favorite turkey. I said, no, you don't get it. He's got a pet turkey. And they go, well, yeah. Right. I said, no. The first time I met Tom, he says, he's telling me about Tom, and he says, well, here he is right here. He turns the camera, and here comes Tom walking through the room. And they go, what? What room? I said, his room. I said, Tom wanders around the house with him. I said, it's his pet. They're going, bullshit, you can't have a pet turkey. And I told them all about you and Tom, and oh, shit, they were laughing. I thought there's going to be 2 open apartments. These 2 are going to have heart attacks here, man. They're laughing so damn hard. Yeah.
That's funny. Tom's
I
a king.
told them how to find your channel. I hope some of them go look, because yeah, they thought that they got such a kick out of that. We want to see this kid with the pet turkey. I said he ain't much of a kid. I said, yeah, he's 18, and they go, God Almighty, and that turkey's 8 years old. I said, well, yeah. I said he was young when he got that turkey. I said he's attached to it.
Don't be attached to the turkey.
Yeah. I mean, quite the affair. I mean,
there was a guy attached to a chicken one time. Don't be attached to the turkey.
No, I think the chicken was attached to the guy.
You're talking about leeches, chicken leech.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
The sheep.
That's just too embarrassing.
Oh.
No chickens.
Oh. You want to see what I looked like when I was younger with no beard?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh, here. I gotta.
That's real young.
Yeah, I didn't have a beard there. I was on the phone. I was pimping hoes.
Pimping hoes.
Yeah, I was 2 years old then. There's a better one. 1990. Look at that hairdo. Teaching my boy to drink early.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes. Well, I have one problem. I have a whole list of people for stickers. I only got 1 stamp.
Well, you know which envelope that goes on.
Yep. So be looking in the mail, Phil.
Damn it.
You got to get your money's worth on it. You
try.
got to get it far away from Michigan.
I could drive down Van Dyke and give Phil his.
Hell, it costs you more in gas than the whole book of stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Hour drive.
Yeah.
That's funny, Nick. Check the basement. It's cold. I
was there for a good 5 minutes.
I got the chat popped out, and it's covering that side of StreamYard. I didn't see that. Usually I got my pop-out chat more to the left, and I can see if there's any private messages that pop up. So he sent me a private message. It's cold in the basement.
Yeah, that's me. I learned this from Sty, so I got the YouTube chat over the StreamYard chat too. Well, you can't type in the StreamYard chat when you're on panel.
No, I always pop out the YouTube chat now because it's real time. And I don't have to. It pisses me off. I'll see a super chat or a sticker or something, and I want to highlight it. Well, I got to go into StreamYard to do that, and it's right there. I can see it in YouTube. Go over to StreamYard, and I'm waiting and waiting for it to show up, and I'm telling them, "Thanks for the super chat, yay, yeah!" And I'm like, "Come on, you son of a bitch! I want to show it." What the hell?
Well,
people aren't believing me. They're saying, "Oh, who the hell super chatted his ass?" No, it's there. It's coming. It's coming.
Now, see, when I'm hosting StreamYard, I use my phone as my chat. I see the delayed chat in StreamYard, but I use my phone. I don't do the pop-out chat from YouTube when I'm the host. But
I have a heck of a time highlighting comments, especially when I did my birthday stream.
Yeah,
we were a little challenged that day.
That was busy.
You were quite a bit behind, as I recall.
Hey, we'll see you, James. Good night,
bit.
buddy.
I'm starting to feel.
I love to Laura.
At least Sty recognizes his super chats, unlike some people, an hour and a half later.
I'm starting to feel pain right here. Tooth popping through.
You got he's
Wisdom?
losing his baby teeth.
Wisdom?
Probably.
Yeah, because you should have all your adult teeth. So
Yeah, yeah.
probably had those 4 or 5 years ago.
18 years old. It's probably the first wisdom coming through. Maybe you'll be lucky like I was. I had room for my wisdom, so
Oh,
I
I hope I do. Oh my god.
didn't
I had
have.
all 3 of mine taken out when I was in the Marine Corps. So
Did
I
you?
only had 3 of them. I only had 3 of them.
There's
They had to take
3?
them all
Wait.
out when I was
I
in the
thought there
Marine
was only 2.
Oh,
Oh,
top
there's
and
4.
bottom, bro.
What?
You got 2 on the bottom,
Top
2 on the
and
top.
bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't even come in. For some people, they don't even come in.
Only this one so far. And it's been like
Yep.
it for weeks.
Yeah.
You get sore throats?
I have no tonsils, really. So it's iffy if I really do.
Yeah, see, I was out in the field when mine started, and they said, "Oh, your throat looks inflamed. Let's send you back." And they sent me back, and like, "Oh yeah." So within a day, they had me in there. Navy doctor over top of me. He's got me all numbed up. He's numbed the top. I mean, my entire face was freaking numb by the time he got done with the shots, and I could see him over top of me. And all I can hear is my tooth cracking and the muscles in his arms flexing as and I hear crunch, crunch, and I'm laying there, and I know this is painful, but I can't feel it. I'm kind of like laughing as he's doing this. I could just, and you could the pressure that you could feel, but you couldn't feel any pain. Oh, it was the absolute worst because you can hear the tooth cracking and all that. Ugh.
How old were you?
I had one.
20.
I had one that they removed. I was 40. I believe I was 46 at the time. A big molar, and he pulled and he pulled, and he started prying, and he actually chipped a front tooth, trying to use my other teeth as a pivot point to pry to try to walk that thing out. He couldn't get it out. And he says, "Hang on a second." And then he comes over. He's got my mouth all blocked open, He comes over, and I see he's got this mallet, this rubber-headed mallet. And I thought, what the hell is he going to do with that? And all of a sudden I see this stainless steel thing going in my mouth, and all of a sudden, whack, whack, whack. He split the molar in half and pulled out a half at a time. When I got done, he finished up and shit, and he tells me, "Now you keep those compresses on there for so many hours, blah blah blah," and phew, he's gone. And I get up. Now the blocks, his aide takes those blocks out. Now I can talk. And I go, "Where'd that son of a bitch go?" I said, "I want my hands on him." And she goes, "Why do you think he left?" I said, "You can't do that to people. That's got to be illegal." Well, here's one for you. Here's a free story for you. 1997, I decided that I was done with it. I finally found a good dentist, and I told him, I said, "I want every tooth removed. I want them gone." And he goes, "Well, you've got a few healthy ones in there." I said, "I don't give a shit. I want them all gone. I want to buy my teeth, all of them. I want them gone." So he set it up for oral surgery, right? I can't remember how many they pulled, or 20 some. And so I go to oral surgery. They put me in the chair. They put an IV in me, and they said, "You will be out during this whole procedure." I said, "Wonderful, good. I love that. You're going to put me to sleep before you touch me. You're going to bring me up back awake after you're all gone. That's cool. I love that." I didn't realize how long that procedure took. They worked on my mouth for almost 4 hours. And halfway through this thing, the dentist is this Oriental gal, right? And a cute gal, Well, there's nothing like waking up out of anesthesia and you see this gal's face behind this plastic shield that's got blood splatters on it.
Ugh.
She's on your effing chest. I mean, she was up on the chair with me, a leg on each side, with this
I pay for good action like that.
rod in my mouth that's got a sliding handle on it, and she's going bang, 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 chiseling the fucking teeth out, bang, 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 and all of a sudden her eyes got real big, and she goes, "He's awake," and then I was asleep just like that. But I'll never forget it. It was just, boy, when I woke up, that's all I remembered was her face, big round eyes going, "He's awake." Boom, I was out. But I woke up in the middle of that shit. Somebody wasn't paying attention. Thank God I didn't feel any pain or nothing. But it's like you were saying, you can feel the impact or the pressure. And
you know it's supposed to hurt.
Bam, bam, like
I hate
a jackhammer on me.
I hate going under like that with the anesthesia or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
I hate it. I don't like it. I think I've only done it twice, but
I don't want to be awake for that shit.
Or no, 3 times. I just,
Yeah, arcade, hospital horror stories. Hey, when they took my gallbladder out just 2 years ago, well, less than 2 years ago, they took my gallbladder out. Hi, Suzax. Yeah, they wheeled me in there, emergency, because that gallbladder was ready to burst. And he told me, he says, if we're lucky, we're going to be able to do just a few holes and suck that bugger out without having to cut you wide open. I said, I hope so. But as long as I'm under, you do whatever you got to do. He says, oh, you'll be under all right. When I woke up, they wheeled me out, and he's bragging about how big that gallstone was, bigger than my thumb. It was huge. It was huge. And he's just proud as hell. And I said, I want that bugger. He goes, ain't yours, mine. He says, I'm keeping it. He says, that's a trophy for me. He says, that's the biggest gallstone I've ever removed, and I've done about 600 removals already.
Really?
I said, well, cool. That's cool. I know where you are. If I ever want to visit my gallstone, I'll come to your office. He laughed. He said, sure. And I'm buzzed up. That was one of the best anesthesias I've ever had, because when I woke up, I was buzzed. It was like one of those real happy drunks. Well, me and this other guy and this gal, all three of us laying on gurneys out in this hallway by that operating room. I mean, they're running people in there left and right, getting gallstones out. We start joking around, and all of a sudden this gal said something, and all of a sudden here comes this freaking pillow flying across the hallway. It's this other guy in his gurney threw a pillow at her. She goes, oh, you ain't doing that shit to me. And I'm laughing. And she turned around and she goes, what's so fucking funny? And she was within arm's reach of me. All of a sudden I get smacked right in the face with this fucking pillow. She hits me with it. I grabbed it from her and I pitched it at the son of a bitch that started. I said, quit throwing fucking pillows. Just that fast, he spun around and threw it right back at. Here, we just went through surgery. And we're having a fucking pillow fight out in the hallway. And it was because that anesthesia had us all buzzed up. We weren't feeling any pain, and we were just high as kites and just having a good time in the hallway. And here comes this charge nurse. She charged right in. Are you people stupid or what?
Stupid is, stupid does.
No,
maybe we're or what's. We don't know. You gave us the drugs. Don't yell at us. Should have never given us that. Hey, William Simpson, good to see you. Yeah, if you don't want us acting up, don't give us those wicked drugs.
And that tooth feels like it's up here. Is that where it normally is?
Yeah, it's up high on the jaw. It's way back. Yeah.
It's like way up here. Like, how would that even interfere? It does?
It does. There's not a lot of room.
Oh God.
There's not a lot of room at the end of your jaw for your teeth, and that's a weird thing. I watched a documentary kind of thing about how kind of weird things about our bodies, and that was one of them. Is they don't understand really why we've got wisdom teeth because there ain't no room for the damn things.
It's just there to annoy you.
Yeah.
Or way back then, it would kill you earlier than when you go. When they get like poison from it or something like that. When they get
Hey,
infections and.
NDT, thanks for stopping in. Sorry you can't hang around, but it was great. Thank
See you,
you
Nathan.
for stopping in.
What's up, Suze X?
Suze X, great to see you,
I
girl.
can go.
Sue, what are you doing up at 4 a.m.?
That's crazy.
Oh.
Well,
Hey.
you know what Crazy Ann's doing up at 4 a.m. But you?
Crazy Ann's always up.
Being that Suze is in the house, guys, I got to run this. I want to run it at least twice in a stream. So here's another pee break, or go get yourself some popcorn. Well, that was painless. These guys, boy, it takes them forever to go to the John and back, don't it, Granny?
Yeah, it sure does.
Boo!
Nick was the quickest.
Look, I got a hat on. Got my man boobs.
Lord.
Oh,
It's about time you put your makeup on.
it's
Mike.
not e-waste now. It's human waste, Mike.
It's human waste.
Hey, Nicholas,
Okay, Nick.
The toxic got him.
Nicholas better hush or I'll come pay him a visit. I'll get that tooth out for you, buddy.
There you go.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought. And I'll get you a little turkey, too.
It's the tooth fairy.
I'll get you a little turkey, too.
Yeah, stick that tooth out here. Bring it over here. We'll just pop
Tom's
it
the king. Tom's the king.
We'll
That's
pop
how
it out
works.
for you. Come here. Come here, Nicholas.
No.
We'll pop it out for you. I'll help you out, bro.
Do you have to get him out?
Well, if it's making your mouth sore, yeah.
Well, no, I just feel it.
And
Yeah.
I won't even...
Oh, trust me, it'll get worse.
But as it grows, it will get sore sometimes.
It
And then
pushes down. It pushes the other teeth.
sweetheart.
It creates all sorts of problems. Yeah.
And I'll bring the stuff in to put you under.
Oh God!
Yeah, I got a few of those around here too.
hey,
I couldn't get them all in one hand, so I just.
Nicholas, that's old people medicine. When you get older, that's what you got, a whole big bunch of stuff today.
Yeah.
See, I'm on one pill now, and I want to quit it because I don't even like them, because I forget constantly. So I just rather not even take it than keep forgetting about it.
Well, wait till you get our age.
Oh gosh.
Teresa, didn't even know you were still here listening, girl. Thank you. Yeah, I wish the meds that I've got, there's two of them I could probably get away with not taking. Probably. But there's three of them, yeah, I gotta.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta, and I hate that, yeah.
I think you just need more cowbell.
Governor has confirmed 4th of July has been canceled, so I may take a trip to Pensacola, Florida, to watch the fireworks.
4th of July will never be canceled in
drive,
my
yeah.
yard.
You know,
Fuck the government.
that was funny here. That was funny here because there was kind of a suggestion that the governor of Wisconsin was going to cancel the 4th of July, and it was kind of hilarious because it went like wildfire across most of the counties. It's like, so we're going to have the 3rd and the 5th, but there's no 4th.
Right?
How the hell can you cancel a day of the month? I mean,
Oh, there's some women I'd like to cancel their day of the month.
oh
That
yeah,
whole fucking week.
yeah, yeah. Can we just cut that whole week out?
Yep.
Oh,
Just skip it.
Sty, real quick. Remember you
there's
said a
nothing
bit ago,
You what?
real slow. All day, well, a couple hours today, we put fence back up. Remember you said, some Amish, they'll kind of backstab sometimes. Just keep your eye out. A lot are nice, a lot are great.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I went down to my nature thing. It's like 2 acres land. That's all we own. And they cut all of my fence down that borders our property. They went and cut and snipped all of it. All of it. And then I went to put it back up. I got some up. And the next day I went back out. Now this has been like the past couple of days. I went back out. And this time they snipped the wire even more, bundled it up, and then threw it on a fence post. So we went down today, me and Dad, and we put all the fence back up. And the one Amish guy was really mad about it, and he was going to see who did it. But I was like, what? Because that's what we've been doing all day is that fence. So
Man,
I can't trust anyone. I just can't.
I mean, there's places like out in Montana. There's places, like one county we lived in out there, if you actually got caught by a rancher out there cutting his fence, he can shoot you for it. Because that's considered just like someone breaking into your damn house out there. Well, and the reasoning is you might have $150,000-$200,000 worth of cattle that fence is holding in, and somebody goes out there and intentionally destroys that fence, you could lose your whole investment. So you have the right to go out there and physically defend your fence.
And the reason I was annoyed,
along with it, they've got a law that you have the right to cut a fence to get through certain properties. But you cut it, you better have a fence repair kit with you and repair it. Because if you just cut it and go through, now you're in a heap of trouble. But if you cut it and actually do a repair, a good repair of it, then it's fine. And the ranchers don't care if you repair it. They just don't want to have to repair their own damn fence. Not because you're cutting holes in it. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I'd sneak over to their house in the middle of the night, put a electric fence all the way around their house.
The reason I was mad is because they knew it was ours.
Colonoscopies on my channel.
We're nice to all of them, and they knew it was our property, and they still went and cut it, and they did it like nighttime, and they're like fence posts a good foot around. There's 20 of them that go down, and there's 4 things of wire, like really high grade wire, that runs through, really good clips on it. And then there's like this high-test rope on top so no snowmobilers drive through it. They just cut randomly all through it. And, we're being nice about it because that's how we are, but I'm getting kind of fed up.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm going to go kick some Amish ass.
That's intentional destruction. I'd report it to the sheriff.
And the Amish guy, he stopped down because it's the Amish school is what borders our property in there, and that's what the fence was. And he come down with his kids because it was their turn this week to mow the lawn there. They take turns, and they
How the hell do they mow the grass with scissors or what?
No, they got lawnmower's worth a whole house. That's what they got. Which annoys me, but oh well. But he stopped, and he was mad. He was really mad about it. He's like, why would they do that? Because, you know, it makes him look bad when someone does something like that. And he helped us put the fence back up. But there's just some you got to watch out for, like you said.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe you when you said that. But
yeah. Some of them you really do have to watch out for them. They're ornery and cocky and a little shady. And
everyone thinks they're the good of the earth. But
large, they're great community, great people. But there are some, boy, you got to watch.
They're like any people there that 99% of them are good. It's that 1% or 10% or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
There's a small percentage.
It doesn't matter what kind of people it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is you don't blame the whole group because you had an experience with one bad one, you know.
Yeah.
And
it's the ones you don't expect to do it that do it.
Hey, watch it. Phil's trying to watch his diet there. Here, Phil. You want a pistachio?
You're way over there.
It's a sticky pistachio. That's what pistachios look like to me. Snap. They taste good, but they're
expensive. How much was that bag? $600?
No, this was $16.95 or something.
Really?
For they're shelled, and it's a 2-pound bag, 1.5-pound bag. I get them at Costco though.
Look at Sty's chair. Sty got up and his chair started smiling.
That big old pistachio.
Yeah, Bradley. We're not gonna do any trespassing signs or say anything
my
to police
chair
yet,
likes
but
my sweet ass. That's why it's smiling.
The way the holes in the seam is, it looks like it's smiling.
No, it's relieved that his ass was off the chair. Well, it's smiling.
Bradley, we're just giving them another chance, and then if they do something after knowing again, then we'll do something. But
cashew.
Oh, there you go. I'd rather have those than pistachios.
14 ounces for $8. That's a big ass bag. And they're whole cashews. I mean, I think I've only found 2 or 3 halves in here so far.
I take them.
Oh, they're nice.
Sty turns into a chipmunk.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm the only one that doesn't have nuts. Oh.
Well, they'll fall for you sometime.
Okay, buddy. What about Granny? You wombo.
Granny's got the biggest balls of all of us.
I said I'm the only one that doesn't have nuts. That's not the case.
That's not the case.
Exactly.
Granny's got a big old pair of female nuts.
Okay.
Oh, that damn smoke over there.
Where's Ann when we need her?
She's in the chat.
He's over in the chat playing with her lady balls too.
Smokey there, Mike, sitting next to Granny.
Yeah.
And me. Sitting on the wrong side of the campfire. That's yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Bradley, you have a good night.
Good night, Whitworth.
Hi, Bradley.
Like,
Double math.
Man, you think you just came out of Chernobyl?
Hey,
what's up, Roman?
Good to see you, bud. Good to see you.
Yeah, I know you're hiding in.
Catchy little tune he's got when he puts up his members. Yeah, I can't. I got to get rid of this garbage can after tonight. All I can smell is that freaking waxing pad thing that I put on my chest last night.
You
Don't
can
cough
smell
on me,
that?
Phil.
Yeah, well, it's got like a fragrance to it, so it's supposed to be like a perfumey or fragrancey thing. But it just what it triggers me putting that on my chest and ripping hairs out of my chest. So it triggers those senses, and it's just like, ugh.
You see, you just have flashbacks.
Right.
Ann, are you out in the chat? if you are, Ann, could you do me a big favor? Shit. Kick Roman a link in case he
What's
wants.
up, McConkey?
I'm trying.
Maybe he's
I'm going through
refilling
trying
his
to find,
magazines.
She said yes.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you. Now I can come back where I can see you guys because I was busy searching my messenger for him.
No, I'm not in
She's
Lancaster.
such a champ. It's so sweet knowing she's always around. You know, he's there. She's there. She's here. Yeah.
What's up, Sexy Matt?
Sexy Matt. Hey. God, I just looked at the radar. We're supposed to have 80% chance of rain tomorrow, and there was huge storms coming our way out of Minnesota. They've all dissipated. It's just one little clump of clouds, and it looks like that's just fading out. But south of us, there's some big storms going to go right through the middle of the state of Wisconsin. And I God, do I have my fingers crossed that I hope that 80% was those storms, and that they do go south of me, because then I can work on my trailer all day tomorrow.
It might, because this time tomorrow night we've got 100% chance of thunderstorms.
Are you getting the sandstorm?
See, it'll come right across Michigan.
No sandstorm. What the hell are you talking about? Sandstorm.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Down in Michigan, there ain't.
There's Saharan. It's always there. It's always there, pretty much. But there's a little increase in it.
But
and
it's
they said it could
the
drop.
southern tier of the United States. It's not coming up to us up north.
I looked at a thing and it showed like the arm of it like punched the bottom of PA, but that's it. So it didn't get up.
Yeah.
It's not going to get to here. It's always there. They're making it seem like it's this once in a lifetime like sandblaster coming through.
Oh, okay, Roman. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
We're not up to it, man. We totally
sucks.
understand. Totally understand. Just want to, and I want you to know that you're welcome anytime, brother. I told you that before.
Roman's right. He's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, look at who's talking.
Look above him who's.
I know he's sick because I am, and I know all about it.
What's he doing?
Yep. Hey,
Shows a
Phil.
video of Phil drinking hot sauce out of a
I
skull.
don't know how Mike's breathing. He got that mask on. He got that other mask on.
Hey, he's not getting the Rona.
You're a mess, Mike.
I already had it.
Yeah, he had it.
Yeah,
Seriously?
He was in the hospital with it
What?
for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, seriously.
When?
Month
When
ago?
he got it,
Right. When I got
When he
it.
got it.
This is what happened.
Did you get it bad?
No, this is what happened when I came out of the hospital.
Yeah.
I used to look like this, but then this happened.
he used to look like this. They told me when I left the hospital, you're going to have to wear your mask until the vaccine comes out. So yeah,
That ain't gonna happen.
They weren't specific on which mask he needed to
Right.
wear.
Right.
He come out and he just started buying people's mugs.
Oh no, Roman, that ain't good, man. That ain't good.
Damn,
Roman says
Roman.
he's coughing blood. That
Oh,
is not-
dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're getting that checked out, Roman.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Too much Fireball.
You are talking to Roman. You know, he's a pretty hard-headed fella. You know,
He's a man's man. It's just a little blood.
It's just, I mean,
Just wash it
I'm
down.
not gushing blood.
Yep.
I'm not gushing yet. So
He was getting midnight snacks and he accidentally grabbed the tube of terror.
I ate a gauze pad. It should be all right.
yeah.
Drink a little iodine.
I
Hey,
swallowed a big Band-Aid. I should be okay.
As long as
He'll
he
be
wasn't,
fine.
as long as he wasn't sucking on one of these.
Right?
God.
Now, why do you have a maxi pad?
Yeah, why
down
do you
there,
have
Mike?
that?
Hey,
I've had that in there. Granny,
Huh?
remember when what the hell?
How do I cover it up?
No, I ain't covered it up. I just gotta think of his name. Why can't I think of his name? Alabama. What's his name?
Sweet
Mess
Home
Hall.
Alabama.
The mess
Yeah.
hall. Remember he used to do the scavenger hunts?
Yeah.
That was one of the things.
Yeah. You had it.
And it's been sitting in that drawer ever since.
And how the hell did you have it? But again, how the hell did you during his scavenger hunt? How the hell did you have a maxi pad?
Because the white stuff is still in the bathroom.
old carryover stuff.
Carryover, yeah.
Hey, when I lived out in Montana, I was helping this group. They're extreme preppers, end of the worlders. It's coming any moment, and they would send me out to negotiate some purchases of large quantities of certain items, and that was a good time. I went to Spokane, Washington. A fellow that handled a lot of Army surplus, and basically he was a pass-through seller. He would get the contracts with the government, buy their surplus, and it come through him, and he'd distribute it to other Army surplus stores out there. He didn't have an actual store, but there was an item they wanted, and I thought if anybody's got it, he does. So I went and visited him. We're out in his big, huge warehouse, and he says, "So what are you looking for today?" He says, "You want to buy ammo? What do you want?" I said, "No." I said, "Kotex." And he laughed, and he goes, "Got you covered." I said, "Good, good, good, good." I said, "Let's see what you got." And yeah, I had a big flatbed straight truck. I come home with 40 cases. Now those cases are big. They're 3 by 3 feet and 3 feet tall, those cases, and they're packed full. And there's about, I think there was 300 Kotex to a case, and I brought 40 cases home for those folks. Yeah. They were, so if you needed Kotex, man, we had them because they were Vietnam era.
That's a good look.
Yeah, there you go. There's a mask. There's a COVID mask. But they were Vietnam era Army surplus, and you wouldn't believe how many Kotex the military bought during the Korean Vietnam era, and they were the old style Kotex, that the gals had to wear. What the hell do you call it? A belt.
Yeah. A
Because
belt.
they had big long
loops.
had the big long ends on them. Those Kotex. The military bought them because they made one of the best field dressings at all their MASH units and medical units. They're the best compress you can get. They're so absorbent, and you can tie them. You got a wound in a limb, you just tie it on it. Yeah, I know. Look at that guy. I mean, yeah. I didn't blow it up because I don't want to blow up my 65-inch TV. But and that isn't Loopy Lisa. Look at that. Look at that shit. I mean, the guy's a freaking artist too.
Help me. Oh, Michael.
That is I tell you what. We didn't want to see what was under that. That's a little too active under there. Yeah.
I bet you don't have a trail camera after on your face.
I'll tell you what, if you're one of those guys that got arrested and released, just booked and released and have to post bail, he wants a case of those Stay Frees. Every time you get stopped, you just hand the cop a Stay Free. Oh, my Amazon package has shipped.
What the fuck is Nicholas doing?
Huh?
I'm thinking, what the hell is Nicholas doing?
I'm a Pennsylvania redneck. I got a trail cam on my head.
Trail cam.
Yeah,
Trail cam on your head.
Pick up. All you gonna get what's up in the tree.
that's a real redneck when he can't afford a GoPro, but he can wear a trail cam on his
This
hat.
is my new camera for my whole
Yeah.
channel.
That's his new GoPro there. Yeah.
Action camera. There we go. It's just camouflage.
Well, what's Fox digging for now? He's gonna
It's
get
impossible
he's gonna
for
pull
him.
out a tampon and stick it up his nose.
Here, I'll take pictures.
Gotta play with. Oh, there you go. A head strap. Mine's right over there. I don't want to go grab it, but yeah, those actually work pretty good. The only problem is I tried it with my camera. I'm one that I turn my head too much all the time, looking up and down and all around. And to watch a video like that, you're like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's like these guys that wear GoPro on their chest. Well, for me, that don't work when I'm hiking because my shoulders move back and forth when I'm hiking. So that camera's going back and forth. All the smooth video is guys riding bikes. There you
That
go.
would look great.
Look at my pig nose.
All right,
That's a
guys.
good
Hey,
look.
we're gonna have a GoPro off, okay?
GoPro off.
That's what we're doing.
Crazy bag of stuff.
Yeah. I'm not breaking my GoPro.
Yeah.
Just to monitor some shit.
I'd never had it on, and I was just kind of wondering, since I saw him with his made up GoPro.
The first time I tried to use the harness so you can mount it on your chest, I got so tangled up in that son of a bitch. I had it on upside down the first time, and then I was sticking my arm through the wrong hole, and I said, if I had to hurry up and get out there and film something, this would not be the rig to use.
Yeah, Mike.
There you go. I got some awesome heavy duty Velcro you could put on your forehead. You could put Velcro on the back of that phone and just removing it might not feel good, but yeah.
What the hell is he? I was taking a server apart the other day, and he had the hard drives all in there with Velcro. All the clips were broke on the doors. They Velcroed every one of them. I was like, what kind of
Really?
shit? Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I see a lot of stupid crap. Velcro.
I had one of those magnetic mosquito screens that close with magnets in the back of my trailer, and I removed it because I got a project that's going back there. I'm building a wall that's all screen with a door in it on the back of my trailer so that I can lower the tailgate and have it level as a deck. Open the screen door, walk out, and have chairs out on the deck. But I put that shit in there over a year ago, and it's Velcro. And I went to try to tear that Velcro up, and I realized, man, that Velcro, I tell you what, that hook and weave shit and that Velcro was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked away, and I figured I'll pull the piece of Velcro that's glued to the surface off. It was ripping chunks out of the plywood. I mean, that tape was really tough. I thought, man, yeah, that shit's meant to stay. It's meant to stay. Stay. I know, Nicole. There you go. He's got his GoPro on his hat.
Probably looks better on a hat than it just does your old funky head.
I screwed up last night. my GoPro was sitting out because I had downloaded some stuff off of it. I unplugged the son of a bitch, forgot to shut it off, and I just dropped it in its case, and I closed the case.
Mm.
Almost 3 hours later, I'm sitting on the couch and I hear beep, beep, beep. So what the hell was that? And I'm thinking, that sounded like the GoPro. I come over, open that case. Holy shit, was it hot in that case? That damn thing ran for almost 3 hours in that case. So I downloaded what it had, just black because it had the cap on it. Yeah, there was, what was it? It was 3 times 6, so that's, it was 18 gigs of black. Nothing, just black.
Crap.
Yeah. Well, tested the GoPro. It can handle the heat, and a battery lasts a lot longer than I ever expected it to. Hey, Vern Akers, good to see ya.
Phil, how many seconds was it that I shot that gun? I know it was over a second.
Now, see, I didn't. I kept wanting to comment in the thing last night. There's a difference between pulling the trigger and putting your finger and holding your gun and doing this in the trigger housing.
I just said I shot it within a second, though, 10 rounds. Yeah. That's what I said.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you. You said that was a second's worth. That's a second's worth. But I think I recall you saying
it was just a hair over a second, about a second and a half.
Okay.
And the thing I thought too is, because somebody had said, "Did you hit the target?" And he said, "Well, yeah." And I thought, yeah, it's accurate if you're shooting elephants. Yeah, and if you got time to stand there and go, I mean,
oh no, I was gonna.
I want to see. What I want to see is him buzz off a whole mag, doing that, and then swap out the mag. And I bet you that it takes him 4 times as long at least to swap out the mag as it did for him to shoot it off. So
I still have to do a video. That was just me just shooting it like that from the day before with my friends. I'm still gonna do a video actually trying to shoot it fast. So
just be careful, my young friend.
Yeah, be careful. The shooting fast you do for fun, but what you want to do is you want to be able to shoot not fast but quickly, accurately.
Yeah, that thing doesn't even have a scope on it. But I had a scope that I'd pop on, and it's really accurate. But when I do that, there's no way.
Yeah, that gun was not much shorter than that AR-7.
See, I saw the AR-7 in person now, and the stock is so much bigger than I thought it was.
Oh yeah, when you see that AR-7, you think that stock's going to be tiny. But no, it's a good size stock.
It's big.
It's a good size stock, yeah.
I'm gonna do survival videos with it when squirrel season's in.
I'm nervous about it though. They claim it'll float, and
I think I'll test it.
What they mean by float is that it'll float vertically, and just the butt end of the stock is right at water level. So I'm thinking of giving mine a go this summer, find a good spot, walk out there in the water, and just see if it'll float.
Should I test it?
Nah, don't get water in it.
Yeah, unless
I'm sure they want me to test it out hard.
If you do that, that gun's got to be totally cleaned and dried, and you're gonna.
I'm not good with that.
Sucker sit for a long time to air dry, make sure every bit of moisture is out of it. Then you're gonna have to treat the whole gun. Otherwise, it's gonna rust up on you. You don't want to.
I'm not good at that, so I won't.
Yeah. For me, it would be a big deal to tear it down and get it all cleaned out, dried. But I would, for someone that isn't used to going through that process, that's like a buddy of mine, Class 3 FFL, and we're out at his place. And yeah, we're playing with old NOM-issued M16s out there. And, that was one thing about the M16 is you could hide it in the mud and come back and get it tomorrow and shoot the son of a bitch. But you wipe all the mud off of it, dip it in the creek, get it clean again. And if you don't tear it down, dry that gun out, 3 days later, it ain't going to shoot good. Everything starts corrosive, getting corrosives on it, and it starts rusting up. Yeah. They're great in the field. They're great in the field for that kind of treatment. But
I used to not treat guns good.
When that guy, and this guy he's a Vietnam vet, so he had real time experience with him. And he goes, "Hey guys, you want to see real performance?" And he takes that stinking M16 and shoves the barrel in the muck, pulls it up, and goes, and I'm like, "Whoa, shit, you moron!" And he goes, "No," he says, "it'll blow the muck out of the barrel." I said, "How many times before it blows your face off?" Yeah, there's so much stress in the breech of that gun. Sure, it was designed to be able to do that when you're out there in combat. But how many times can you do that before it's going to malfunction? It's going to blow the breech out of it or something, And he said, "Well, that's true." He says, "But when you're in combat, you ain't thinking of that shit." He says, "You're just shooting it." I said, "Oh, okay. Okay. Have fun. Bye. I'm going squirrel hunting with a 22. He's the guy who was telling you, Nick, that this character is insane.
Yeah.
20 millimeter anti-tank gun.
What?
Yeah. If you're a class 3, you can actually get permitted to own up to a 20 millimeter tank gun. And he pulls it behind his little half-ton pickup truck because it's mounted on a trailer. It's got the full shield on it. It was
like one of those old German things they pulled behind the Jeeps.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he set it up, and there's a big stone ridge out there about quarter to a half mile away. And he set it up in this big field we had, and he fired that son of a bitch off, and you could count to about 3, and then you'd see that rock just go. Yeah, that big old chunk of steel hitting that rock. But you fire the damn thing, and that thing jump off the ground about 4 inches. And I can see why they call it an anti-tank gun. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in a tank where the round didn't get through and kill me, because, oh my God, who wants to die from bells? Boom!
What was that, Phil?
What were you doing?
Huh?
What?
I'm just sitting here behaving myself.
Oh yeah, just sitting there.
See y'all in the chat. I can't interact with y'all. I try to interact with y'all, and they do things to me. Ornery asses.
Ornery.
Yes, they're ornery.
Just ornery.
Yeah,
Must be something in the water here in Michigan.
must be.
Well, there's something in the water in parts of Michigan.
We stay away from them parts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I forgot. God, did I forget. And I went and I bought myself this nice 6-gallon water jug, right, for camping. Now, I had 2 4-gallons, and I thought, well, I'm going to get a 6er, I used to have one, but it was 20 years ago. I went to the artesian well yesterday and I set it down and start filling it. It gets to the top. I put the cap on. I grabbed that thing and I damn near pulled myself off my feet. I get it with a second hand and lift that bitch up. And I'm waddling to my truck with it. I get to the truck and I go, how the fuck am I getting this up in the truck? That son of a bitch. Yeah, people don't realize, you got to multiply that by what, 8 pounds a gallon?
Yeah, it's 8 pounds a gallon.
Yeah. Yeah. So 48 pounds for a jug of water. I thought, no wonder those 4 gallons. Actually, it's easier to carry 2 4-gallons, carry 8 gallons because you got one in each hand, than it is to carry that 1 6-gallon jug.
It's awkward.
Yeah, throws you completely off.
Carrying water here is so weird because we carry it in buckets, and if one's off a little bit, it feels so weird. And then I'll slip with one foot, and I'll have the one, and it will twist me, so I hear my back. I always slip with the buckets, and the one goes forward, one goes back, and it twists me.
I'll tell you what, running water, I don't think he's out here right now, but running water, I had made him a yoke, and it was the ends of it, they kind of hooked up, and you could put 2 1-gallon jugs on each end of the stave and carry 4 gallons with it. And he was only 9 years old, and that's how he got his name, Running Water. Hey, Running Water, we need more water in the cabin. Off he go with his yoke and his 4 empty-gallon jugs and go to the artesian spring and come back with 4 gallons of water. And usually you'd have to make 3 trips, for the day. Yep.
Those yokes are always at auctions.
What's that?
Those yokes are always at auctions.
For carrying water and stuff, buckets?
Well, like the cattle yokes.
Oh, the big ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They run water trying to carry that.
Yeah, no. That's not kid friendly. It's cow friendly, not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Boy, get out there and get some water.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like this big.
Yeah, those big yokes. Just carrying the yoke is a bitch. You don't want to hang nothing from it. Oh God, the farm we had in Minnesota when the kids were just itty bitty. The one shed I had about 40 horse collars in it, and I wanted to use that shed for something else, and I thought, what am I going to do with all these horse collars? And I had a ton of sawhorses, so I put 2 on each sawhorse hanging off the ends. And I had all those horse collars out in our big circle driveway. And I put a sign up. People are such morons. Antique horse collars. For sale. Holy God, all these city people that were driving past our farm, every one of them whipped in there. And most of them bought at least one. And I was selling them $50 a piece. They were so dry rotted, there's no way in hell you're going to be able to ever use them again for anything except hang it on the wall.
It's antique, though. It's trendy.
I'll tell you what, you sell $400 worth of them buggers. Yeah, you don't care if you ever see one again. You just get rid of them. Yeah, people put mirrors behind them, and yeah, they oil they oil them all up so they're shiny and hang
Give
them
me 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
I gotta jump out. My daughter got a power problem.
Oh. Hey.
Buzzing the fuse panel and power went out.
Okie dokie. Mike to the rescue. Hey.
I own the house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Your problem.
Well, technically, it's her problem, but
Yeah.
I gave
Should
it to
be.
her. All right, so I'll catch y'all later.
See you, Michael.
Right.
Anytime, man. Anytime. You know it.
Whatever the hell his name is on there. Everybody in chat, have a good night. I will catch y'all later. I gotta find out what to do with that Sty dollars I found too. But I'm gonna get some envelopes and stamps tomorrow, so I'll send those stickers out.
Be
For you
careful.
guys.
That's
All right,
great.
good night,
Look forward to it, bro.
All right,
Night.
have a good one,
Good
guys.
night. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up in about 15 minutes, guys.
All right, there you go.
There,
Aw.
see, Nick. Yeah. There. Now you see, you can throw that on Nick, and you put a couple of staves on it and some traces, and he could be hauling Tom around in a wagon.
Well, here he goes. Shouldn't have told him that now.
Okay, it won't
Can't
fit
get
over
head
his
through it.
head. It won't fit over his head.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that-
get it over your head.
That ain't made
won't
for
be able
no
to get it
slide
off.
sale. That's for damn sure.
Now I couldn't hear anything, so hopefully there was no jokes made.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the stream to see. I just rewind it and saw what film Mike was showing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
These boys, I swear.
When I see a person trying to put one of them over their head, I think of that Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner and Friar Tuck is that great big guy, you know, and they steal his beer wagon and they make him pull it, and he's got that big collar on and he's pulling that wagon. Yeah, manpower. Yeah, yep. So you guys won't be seeing me until Sunday, and then you won't see me until the following Sunday.
Wow.
Hmm?
Except I
Wow.
might be popping on Phil's streams between now and Wednesday, whatever he does, you know.
Yeah, I think Saturday night, if everything goes right, Blake and I will be doing our
Oh,
Satan's Pleasure.
yeah. Because he
Blake said
wanted
he's
to
gonna
do
do it all.
one. Yeah, I remember. He wanted to do one, and you said you'd do it with him.
Yep.
That'd be cool. I don't want to miss that. Yeah.
So, I'll eat as much as he'll eat, and he says he's going to eat it all. So I'll be right there with him.
Interesting.
It'll be interesting. Someone that's not, really a chili head and whatnot.
Right. Yep. I thought Blake was really stepping up to the plate there.
Because the only thing I could think of is this is like 18, or even 2 squares of these about the size of your world's hottest chocolate. That's like eating 9 of those things,
I can barely have regular hot sauce in spoonfuls.
So, but hey.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sure to not do nothing on Saturday, so I won't be tired and make sure I can.
On Saturday?
Yeah, it'll be Saturday. It'll be a normal 9 o'clock live stream like I normally do on when I go live. So
8 o'clock my time, good timing, because I can be back from working on the trailer well before that.
I'll be at a grad party.
What?
Yeah.
A crack party.
A crack party? No. Grad party.
Good question, Saxy
not for
man.
me.
Is there a difference between a chili head, and a pepperhead?
not really. I mean, it's the same thing. I think most of your people nowadays consider themselves a chili head, not a pepperhead. But there may be a group of people out there that call themselves pepperheads. So
Peckerheads.
I was gonna say there's a
I know a
lot
lot
of
of
words.
peckerheads.
Yeah, and they don't eat anything hot.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Peckerheads for sure.
Now, I've had people, because I use chili head a lot, when I talk about people that eat hot stuff. And I've had people that aren't in the know And they go, what? They eat different kinds of chili or what? Right away they think of a bowl of chili.
Sure. Oh, it's common.
And I try to explain to them, no, chilies, hot chilies,
Right.
chili peppers,
Right.
Oh, shit! Who's stupid enough to eat them damn things?
They're pepper eaters.
Wouldn't know.
I tell them there's this guy called Everything Spicy, and the stupid enough is guaranteed. Yeah, he's stupid enough to stick it in his mouth. Yeah,
I've got a box from a guy named Tom Thome or something down there in Florida. I wouldn't able to get him from my regular guy. I had to pay a little bit more to get some from him, but his has got some California Reapers in it. And he's got some different peppers than what my other guys got. So we'll have some new and interesting peppers here within the next few days. So
yeah,
got to keep that tolerance up.
Yeah, and man, with that last box of assorted peppers, that was interesting, man, to watch you go through them and tell us which ones are which, and we could watch your reactions. And
yeah, I gotta do more per day on those things just so I don't have any of them that are going bad, because I always feel bad when they get soft and it's like, all right, now I'm throwing them away, So,
time to pop them in the freezer, man.
Yeah, well, I was popping them in the fridge, but again, I'm using them. I don't know. I went when I did the Mission 22. I went through 2 boxes for that one because I was doing, on average 2 a day.
Right.
And usually a box will stay for about 3 weeks. So I went through 2 boxes during that last year or so.
Yeah. That last box you had, I was just like, wah, wah, wah. What I like is, when you say what the heat level is, like you say it's, this is a 2.5. I go, okay, that's a 4.5.
Right.
Everything you say, I add 2 full points to it. For me, I add at least 2 full points to it, and that's like with the Reapers. For me, a Reaper's about a 9. It's about a 9, I would say. For because I know it could probably it would go hotter if I got into capsaicin or extracts that I could exceed that. But as far as natural peppers go and some of the chocolate stuff, a true Reaper for me is about an 8.5, 9. And
I would have probably told you 2.5, 3 years ago that a habanero was a 10. That I probably wouldn't have stuck a whole habanero in my mouth and chewed it up. So Saxy Matt, there's supposed to be Dragon's Breath in this box that I'm getting.
Wow.
So, and again, I've been told that, but there's got to be different Dragon Breaths. I don't know, because I've been told Dragon's Breath is one of those peppers that supposedly is hotter than Carolina Reaper, but they haven't been tested to take the Guinness World Record, because that's how the Carolina Reaper is the only one that's been tested as the world's hottest pepper by Guinness Book of World Records. So when the other ones get tested, now Ed Curry had to pay for that. So Ed Curry paid to get his pepper tested.
Right.
So someone else is going to have to pay to get their peppers tested if they want to claim that they've got the world's hottest pepper. And it's like Ed says, so someone go ahead and have their stuff tested, spend the money to have it tested. He's got seeds and he's got peppers that he knows will blow him away as soon as someone else tries to claim they have the world's hottest pepper. So
right, he's holding back just to make sure that he can retake the record.
Doesn't he have Pepper X?
Yep, that's what's in that. The triple. That's what's in this. Yep. The last dab from the hot ones. Yeah.
And I don't know what the actual cost is. I just know what lab costs are generally. It cannot be cheap for them to have it tested for Guinness to actually certify that that's the hottest. What the hell are you doing there?
I don't know. I got some little, almost like a little rash. It was itching.
was gonna
I
say,
got a birthmark. This is all birthmark here. This stuff here. That was
I don't have one.
like a little rash or something down there. Oh, weird.
I don't have a birthmark.
No. Yeah, my birthmark goes from here, goes on. You really can't see it a lot until I get a tan. When I get a tan, it gets like really red.
then it stands out.
Then
Yeah,
it stands out. Yeah.
I must be an alien.
must be an alien.
I would assume that's how they do it. The original dilution test, Saxy Matt, they're talking about the Scovilles based on how many drops of water or how many ounces of water it takes to neutralize the heat. Blah 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 stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized how bad my camera's coming through.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do for streaming when I'm out on the road. Yeah, how I want to set my gear up.
Maybe I could sort something up for that. Maybe some like really high-speed internet or something.
Well, depending on where you are, and you can buy a good package with 5G and you can stream pretty solid with it, but you got to have good signal too. So by next spring, I want to be able to have, I want to make sure I've got a good signal booster on my trailer, and I want everything with the least amount of resistance in it, so that you want the shortest distance in the band, to stream well. And yeah, I got to make sure to get it all kind of worked out so I can live stream occasionally when I'm traveling on the road next year. And
I got to go.
Matt has to go too. Yep, and we're 3 hours and 56 minutes in it, guys. So I think we're shutting her down. Bill's got to go, man. He's a working man. Well, actually, lately, Sty's been too. I mean, I got to shake it out and work on my trailer. The next time I'll see you folks is Sunday night. We're going to do the old Sty Story thing again on Sunday. And I want you all to take care of yourselves for the next few days. I probably won't be much on here other than keeping an eye on Phil when he's streaming. Yeah, I gotta make sure that he doesn't drop the ball, That
Goes bonkers.
But but hey, guys, I want to thank everybody out there in the chat for being here tonight. It was awesome. Granny, Phil, Nick, always love having you here with me. Love having you. So I'll close with a little reminder for Sty Story Sunday, and that'll be it for tonight. So you guys all take care of yourselves and have a nice next few days.
Keep it happy.
Keep it happy.
Happy.
Spicy.
And
Happy.
Be happily spicy.
And what answer?
Hi, guys.
Bye.